And also, our garbage can was full when we left, so I just dumped all the Chinese food behind the bed.
Yeah.
Turn it up, indeed. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Episode 70. Yep. All the good names were gone. The podcast. I am your host, Matty.
I'm your co-host, Fost. Welcome, everybody.
And I'm Colby.
And we got something new going on here for the listeners. Off rip here, we are recording video of the entire episode that will be going on our YouTube channel, which is just all the good names are gone. Just type that in; it'll come up. All the good names are gone. The podcast. Check it out. And just a little something, man. We're testing things out. We've remodeled quite a bit here, and we've just been working on little things, and we're gonna see if it works. So welcome everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for being here as well. And for the audio listeners, nothing's changing here. It's gonna be the same old thing. It's just we're just offering another option and another way to find us.
People really like the video, I feel like.
I think so too.
We have had a lot of people ask for it.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I would agree.
Yeah. So and we do episode 70.
But episode 1 for video.
Sure.
Yeah.
Little housekeeping here before we get started here. Again, make sure you're following on the YouTube. Also Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, man.
Facebook.
Everywhere. Sure. Everywhere.
AOL Instant Messenger.
ATG and WG podcast. Go look it up, and we're probably on there. So make sure you're following on there. We continue to grow on the socials. We just passed 1 million likes on TikTok. I think we just passed 42,000 on there. We're about to pass 42,000 on Instagram. It's moving. So get in. I wouldn't say we're ground floor anymore, but get in before we're up there. All right, and we have merch. ATGandWG.com. Check that out. Yep, you're wearing the hat.
Wearing the hat tonight, yeah.
Never got a hat, but I feel it wouldn't fit my head.
Would you like to try?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, episode 70. Thank you guys for being here. Now what do we do?
Hit that button.
Really?
Yeah, the purple button comes
Yeah, hit
already?
the button.
7
Yeah.
minutes in?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, we.
What? Oh yeah, we didn't.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hit the purple button.
I just don't like the pace of this right now. It's moving too fast.
No, it's
As
fine.
is life. It's deep.
Wow.
Let's go around the horn. What happened this week? Did you work? Did you play or get stung by a bee? Carve on a stock or Frasier on the TV. There's one thing we know. We'll never let it go. Let the record show. Nothing has changed, so Colby will never finish Marvel. Just watch it already.
Just don't say anything. You don't have to say anything. There's not a reason to say anything.
All right, so if you're new here, by the way, we have a bunch of different segments. This is one of our segments, and this first one is just we kind of go around the horn and talk about what we did this week, all that stuff. Catch you guys up on our lives, and then we go into some other great ones like Do We Care, which is weekly news, sports, entertainment, world news, all that good stuff. And then we have trivia, we have sleepers. We got a full blown show here. So if you're new here, I hope you stick around. If you've been here for since day one, great. If you're a seasoned veteran, if you've been here for a few weeks, fantastic. Thank you for being here. So yeah, this is the what did we just do? What's the purple one? Go around the horn.
Talk about our weeks.
Yeah, go around.
Also, we never mentioned what we're drinking, though.
Sure.
Well, I mean, they didn't know we were drinking anything because it's not on the table.
Yeah, sure. What do you got?
I will start. I have a Kolsch German-style ale.
Okay.
It's called Occidental Brewing from Occidental Brewing Company.
It tastes like bratwurst.
I wish.
I don't know what this really tastes like, but Fost, I'm going to hand it off to you because
I'm drinking the same thing. I
Yeah, what do you think?
don't want to reach out and pick it up. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's like a nice little light beer.
Nice.
It does not taste like bratwurst.
Okay.
I would know that because I had 3 bratwursts for dinner yesterday.
Nice.
nice.
It was pretty good,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
Speaking of Carvana stock, by the way, I didn't look, but the last time I checked, it was at 155.
Okay. Well,
That was earlier this week.
Okay. I got a little Code Red Mountain Dew down on the ground. I was looking for Ruby Red Squirt today at the 7-Eleven, and they were out of it. So I went with, I think, the closest thing, right?
it's got to be.
I mean, the closest thing would probably just be regular squirts.
They were
still the
they were
same.
out of both.
Oh, they were out of
No
both.
squirt
But you
at
got
the
a regular
7-Eleven.
squirt from
I did, yeah.
the old pizza
From
spot.
dinner,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember 2000, let's call it 2 or 3, when Code Red came out, and they said, this is a special edition, only here for the summer.
Everything's like that, though.
Here we are.
Yeah, but it disappeared for a while, though, right?
Remember Livewire?
Yeah.
That around
Yeah.
still?
Yeah, Livewire's still around.
I think so.
Also just a special edition summer only thing, and
That's how
boy,
they
oh
get
boy,
you.
we fell for it, didn't we?
Does Mountain Dew have the most different flavors out of any soda there is?
It's got to be, right?
It has
It's got to
be.
be.
Yeah.
It seems like every week they have some new something.
We I'll talk about this in a minute, but on Tuesday when we went to the market before we went to Tristing, they had a new flavor in there. It was plum berry. It was like this nice little purple joint. It was so good.
Yep. Oh, that's right, the plum.
Oh man, it was great.
The Kelsey
I loved
plum.
it.
All right, well, let's we already played the sound, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do the weeks, huh?
I can go first.
Fost, I guess. This is weird.
It's weird because of this the seating.
It's throwing me off.
Here's
Throwing
the
me
thing: we've never sat in this configuration
Correct.
Yeah,
before.
correct.
Usually, when we do just the audio, I would be on the other side of this table.
Correct.
And
But
so
that wouldn't, I mean,
No,
it would work if you just want the back of your head in it.
that's what everybody truly.
I love
wants.
looking at the back of his head.
Yeah.
I love looking at the back of my own head too. I'm very flexible. No, I'm not. So this week, I kind of alluded to it just a minute ago. On Tuesday, Matty and I went and played some golf at Tristing Tree Golf Club in Corvallis.
Good old tri-sting, huh?
That's
Is this where you guys shot video?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Matty was shooting some video for a separate venture of his. I'll let him explain that in a couple minutes. We went and played there. It's probably the nicest course that we've played on this summer for
sure,
by a long shot. A pretty tricky course. I think I shot a 49. That was my goal, was to shoot under 50.
Yep.
So I got it by one stroke. Not my best outing, but it was still a lot of fun though. It was a really cool course.
It was.
There were definitely some very picturesque moments that we had out there. I know that the 17th hole with having the two water hazards on either side,
Scary.
like straight up the middle.
I'm learning, it's the par threes are appealing because I think mainly just you have the best chance to hole in one or get it close, right? They're by far my worst holes that I play.
Par threes?
For me, yeah.
Which is really interesting because you're an irons guy.
I know, man, but it's just they're not easy. They're difficult, man.
You only get three
there's
shots.
always water. There's always some crazy something on a three. Like they're not
Yeah.
just going to give it to you, you know?
So I mean, sometimes they
I
do.
have a question. You said you were on hole 17. Did you guys play 18 holes or just like the back nine?
Yeah, we played the back nine only.
Okay, gotcha.
They had overbooked the front, and so
When's the last time you played 18? Either of you?
I haven't done it all summer.
I haven't played a full 18 holes in probably 15 years
Last
at least.
Last time was when you went.
And Kurt?
Yeah.
And I didn't play. I just hung out.
Yep, that's the last time. That's like 2 or
That's
3
probably
summers ago.
about 3 summers ago now.
Yeah. 18's a lot, man. And honestly, I would love to do it, but like with Fost or Huss or whoever I go with, normally they're not ready to go till like 5:30.
You got to start
work.
1, 2,
And
1 or 2.
you know, 18 holes is 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a lot of time to devote.
Got to
for
start
that.
earlier for that. But 18's a lot of golf, man.
Yeah,
it
It
really
is.
is.
I'm usually pretty sore, just from work and then going out and playing 9 holes
Yeah.
because it's also a lot of shooting.
My left shoulder's still fucked from bogeys. I kid you. I don't know what I did to it.
That was 2 weeks
But I think
ago.
it's from lopping your tree too. I think part of it.
called
I told you that at one point I felt something and I was like, that doesn't feel right.
It's just called not being in game shape, baby.
I know. I hear you.
It sure is.
So
So yeah,
landscape and shape, baby.
Yep.
oh yeah. So yeah, definitely went out and played golf. Let's see. As far as like watching things this week, I didn't really do a whole lot of that. I've been house sitting since Thursday. So had a little bit of some free time to work with there. I watched what did I watch? I watched Stagecoach this morning. Actually, we did that for TikToks. We were working on a westerns one, and I realized I haven't really seen a lot of western movies.
Yeah.
And so
I thought that was a show.
I mean, it might be.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also a music festival.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so yeah, I was perusing through just what was available to me, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've seen this. I've heard of this movie. It's a John Wayne movie. Obviously, you can never really go wrong with those, and so I sat down and watched it. It's a great movie.
You know what this doing video is going to teach me? It's going to teach me to work on posture. So I just felt myself like this.
Yeah.
I looked up and I was like,
You know what's funny is I caught you just doing that when Fost was talking because I was looking over at him.
I saw it too.
And I'm like, am I not talking close enough to the microphone? Because you are so fucking close to it that I was like,
well, maybe you know, by the time we're done here, I'm like this and I'm like mouth around it. You know what I mean?
What are we going to do like hour 3 when we want to stand up?
We're not gonna.
We're just gonna be right here.
Just old dudes. All
right.
right.
So you watched Stagecoach. We went golfing.
Yeah, it was a cool movie. I watched another movie that what was that on? I think it was Thursday night. I don't know what got me to this place, but I watched a movie called Always Watching a Marble Hornet Story, which Marble Hornets.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, it's a horror movie that's based off of.
It's a horror movie. Okay.
It's based off of Slender Man.
How do you summon Slender Man again? You remember? I did it once in my own
You
house.
just say his name?
No, you got to do something. I did. I yelled it at some trees out where I used to live.
He yelled it at some trees.
I don't. But it's either like you got to say something specific, or like, do you say Slenderman 3 times or something?
No, that's Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Isn't that in the mirror too?
Yeah,
There's something like in the
definitely
dark.
in the mirror in the dark.
Shiska and I, before he perished into smoke. What?
The night before?
What?
He didn't turn into smoke signals when he died.
He did, and it went up in the air and said, "Give me a vape." We were sitting outside though at that old house, and we looked it up, and I definitely did it. And I yelled it out into the trees.
You also did a summoning circle for Leah Michelle by writing her name on a piece of paper and then putting your phone on top of it.
I did, and Archangel Michael, baby. And genuinely though, we like went inside and were like terrified, because if you knew where I lived before this, it's definitely not where you want to be when you're summoning Slenderman.
Your old house was like what every indie horror movie is.
Oh yeah.
Which, speaking of that movie, it wasn't very good.
Okay. What was it? The Upside Down Hornet's Nest or something?
Yeah. Yes. No, it was called Always Watching a Marble Hornet Story, which Marble Hornets was something that was kind of part of the Slender Man lore as whatever. And it's like one of those like found footage horror films. I felt like I've seen that exact same movie like 7 or 8 times.
Sure. I mean, how much can you do with found film? You know, it's like
a little bit.
Family moves into the house, they find a box. I'm just basically just going off.
You're not. I mean, you're correct so far.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the one I like? Is that Sinister?
Sinister, sure.
You know what I mean? And then they find a box of stuff, and fast forward, and you're getting ran over by a lawnmower at the end.
Okay.
I do. The part with the lawnmower is so fucked up.
Can I tell you though, that is messed up. I don't know why I just tried to censor myself because the camera's on. Why did I just do that? Maybe
keep going.
I think I do that on my main channel.
That's probably why. I feel like saying way worse shit right now that we're being filmed.
Anyway, that is the most fucked up part. But you know what really messed me up there was the scene in the pool when they all get pulled down.
Oh, when they're tied to the lawn chairs
like
or whatever,
or something on them. That part is really it for me.
Well, that's on what? Sinister?
Yeah. Well, and the one with the person in the garage where they light the car on fire in the garage.
I gotta watch that. Who's in that? No, I almost said Wesley Snipes. It's
in Sinister.
It's Ethan Hawke.
There we go. Wesley. That'd be a way different movie. Might be awesome, actually.
He'd be the first person dead.
He just turns into Blade in the middle of the movie.
All right, so you watched Upside Down Hornet.
Yeah, not a good movie, but I had to mention it because it happened.
Sure.
And then came over here last night for a couple hours to.
That's right.
We were still building.
Oh yeah.
We were still building this setup back here, and so we did a little bit of that.
By the way, for people watching the video, that TV behind us with our logo and everything is holding on by a string. Boy, oh boy! You want to talk about people who didn't use a stud?
Yeah.
To what are we doing? Screw it in.
Yeah,
I think it's on there though. We're fine.
I hung it, so if it falls mid recording, We'll laugh.
And and also people watching, the stuff in the background on the shelves are just kind of things that, about us, and you guys are going to bring stuff eventually. And honestly, I just kind of see this as kind of an evolving thing, right? Like, you guys can send us stuff, right? We could put it up, whatever. So it's just going to be, and we can get more shelves now.
Send us a picture of your animal. We'll put it on the back.
Sure.
Just whatever.
You know what? That's a good idea.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
can do some advertising, by the way. Cut a check. We'll put your logo up on that screen.
Oh,
for a
absolutely.
bit,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tums, we see you
Here we
over
go.
there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What else?
Let's see. Other than that, I came over here. We watched the Ducks game just
That's
just
right.
a couple
God,
hours
that seems
ago.
like a long time ago.
It does.
No.
Not the greatest experience in the world. It's still college football. I'll take
dub,
it all day
baby.
long. That was a really frustrating game to watch.
It was. Yeah.
But we'll probably get around to that in a little while.
Sure, we will. We got Duck score predictions.
Yeah, it's
true.
It was a pretty light week. I didn't do a whole lot. I knew that I was going to be spending half of my week in somebody else's house. So it was just kind of light work.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Colby?
Is there a dog over there still?
There is a dog over there.
Okay. What's the dog's name, by the way?
I thought you were asking me
Trisket?
that.
No, it's Gracie. Gracie and Trisket
I tell you-
are a little far apart.
Can I tell you something? If I ever have a child, which boy oh boy, after going to the fair today,
Are you gonna name it?
You don't
Are you
want
gonna
one?
name it
don't
Trisket?
really don't want a kid after
No.
going to the fair today. But if I have a girl, that's definitely the name I want.
Trisket?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Gracie. I love Grace. Gracie.
Gracie or
For a
Grace?
boy?
No, Gracie for either.
Oh,
Who cares?
little Gracie poo.
Yep. I love Grace though. That's
No, that is nice. That does sound nice.
Yep.
I mean, you also said that you were going to name your firstborn son Race Car too.
Stands. Still
Okay.
stands.
All right.
It's a palindrome.
Spelt the same way forward and back. Yeah. Nice.
All right. Speaking of forward and back,
Yeah, I was about to say. I was actually about to say the same thing.
It's a penalty in
any
basketball.
bees?
Let's start with the forward part of the week. No bees.
We're running out of time for bees, man.
We're not though. Have you seen the weather coming up?
Yeah, it's been hot.
And this boy's back to work. That's where it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been hot. All right. Well, leave your windows down.
Well, it didn't happen to my car.
It will. It can.
Hey, if you
It
get
can,
if you
true.
get a bee's nest in your
Gonna go over there
car,
and cover his seat with.
I just have to go walk it. No, what I need to do is just go walk by the field where I got stung initially. There's a lot over there by the little creek.
Yeah.
it's full of bees.
Yep.
Fill your wallet with honey.
God damn.
That sounds disgusting.
Wallet honey?
Well, there's no money in there because I lost $20 to you today. So
Yes, you did.
That was a terrible bet to make, by the way.
not really.
Just so we're
we'll
clear.
go over it. Well, It's fine.
It's fine. Let's see. Beginning of the week, I don't remember. Sunday I didn't do anything. Monday I had Bryce over with his family.
Okay.
We just
First time they've left the house in 4 years.
I was having the end of the summer.
Yep.
Like, oh shit, I need to do a bunch of stuff
Sure.
and hang out with people before
Yep.
summer's over. So anyway, he came over with the kids and the wife.
Nice.
And we just ordered up some pizza. The kids played for 3-4 hours.
Did he smoke weed by a garbage can?
No, he doesn't do that anymore.
I bet.
Shout out to you, Bryce, for
I
watching.
bet. Check the cameras at the Les Schwab.
Bryce and I had some beers. We had some good conversation outside. And
What do you two talk about? That's what I'd like to know because, boy, oh boy, I can't picture that.
he asks a lot about the podcast. He's very intrigued by it.
Sure.
And when it's
who is
not
it?
up Monday morning, he lets me know.
Sure. Well-
And that's when I text you a couple of times.
Right. Well, we may start
he
a
loves
Patreon, so Bryce, be ready to throw us a few shekels, and maybe
Yeah,
we'll get it
yeah.
up on time.
Shekels.
Right. Well,
The
and
coins in a drawstring bag.
Liz is in the process of another surrogacy too.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
that'll help.
That thing's just a cave at this point.
Yeah.
Good Christ.
She likes doing
On
it.
the-
She likes
on the
doing it.
7th day, it's a...
Okay. Anyway, then the following day, Tuesday, I met up with Bryce and his family again at the fair.
Okay. With the kids or no kids?
I had my kids. Yeah.
Okay. Boy,
And
oh
so I
boy,
took the
that's-
girls and
It-
what?
Is that stressful for you?
Actually, no. It
Dude.
went really well.
I was there today and I'm just, I like to people watch. I get an elephant ear, I sit down and people watch. Every parent there just looks fucking just
Angry?
miserable, mad. They're like, God damn it, get over here. And you look over here and then kids running around with Dole Whip flying around everywhere. It's like, I don't see any parent and kid happy there because they're just
Yeah.
like, I don't want you to get kidnapped, so you got to get close. Like it just seems.
And that's
stressful.
probably what like Disneyland is like.
100%. Yes.
When it's supposed to be the happiest place in the world.
$1,000,000%.
The Oregon State Fair is not supposed to be the happiest place in the world.
It's the happiest place in the world for the kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
The parents are about ready to
Yeah,
slice
it
their
just
own
looks
heads off
stressful, man,
right in the
'cause,
middle
like,
of the.
you got it's such a big crowd sometimes where you got to keep them in eyes distance.
You have
right?
to, yeah.
So that's already stressful. Just keeping two, whatever the fuck, right? And then on top, it's like, all right, what do you want to eat? And fries. And then you're gonna go get fries. And then,
Yeah.
And then
2
they don't
minutes
eat
later,
them.
like, oh, I don't want fries. I want a corn dog. And just shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying right now.
Whoa, he's eating.
No, it just looks miserable.
No, it not for me personally. My kids are pretty. I mean, for the most part, they're pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
But they know what the fuck they want to do.
Okay.
So like when they walk into a fair, they know.
There's
what
no.
they
I
wanna
didn't
do.
see any Roblox setups there.
They were fine with that. No, we walked around for a couple of hours, like looked at everything.
Yeah.
And we sat down and ate. Everyone had
Did you
to
go
pee
over
at
to
the
the,
same
the
time.
animals and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing we did.
I'm amazed that there was
like
2
that
hours
stuff.
worth of stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Usually,
Dude, there's so many different booths and like.
I know. Like I feel like the fair has just been getting smaller and smaller every year.
I mean, they really liked it, but like Riley was bugging me for the longest time about like, Dad, we're gonna do rides, right? I said yes. I literally gave him like a rundown, like at fucking 9 o'clock we're gonna start getting on rides because they close at 10.
PM?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
God, I thought you meant.
But this was
AM.
also-
I was like,
No,
whoa,
I was like,
you're there.
whoa,
You're
you're
there early.
I'd have been drinking real early.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I basically gave him like a rundown. Like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna eat, and then the rides come at the end.
What did you guys
rides
eat?
and games? The big thing of the fries, like I was talking to you about earlier.
the brick?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think I got a chicken strip basket with fries,
Sure.
and Hayden got nachos, of course,
Sure.
which means chips and cheese.
Yep.
And that was about it.
And that all came out to about like $195, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, you may
before
talk about
taxes.
it here in a minute, but I walk by those ticket booths because I don't get tickets there. I don't.
Oh yeah,
For rides and
It's-
stuff.
It's the biggest Ponzi
And
scheme there
holy
is.
shit, man! Like the prices there, it's like if you're here with a family of 4,
Yeah.
and you do everything, you're down 500 easy.
I got
Like,
I'll tell
oh
you,
my god!
Yeah, why do you think I don't go?
I got out of there under 200
Really?
with food, rides, and drinks for myself.
Right. Oh boy.
Bryce and I were also splitting the cost of our drinks. Like I'd say, like, all right, you're up.
Sure.
We'd switch.
Sure. Well, he's got that tire money.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, we did that Tuesday.
He's just a tire baron.
I think my girls are also going. They're going Monday with their mom. It's like the last day.
Oh, nice.
Of the fair.
I know I'm going Monday.
But like you were talking about, like, is it stressful?
Yeah.
It would have been had I gone on a day like you went today, like a Saturday.
oh, it was slower when you went.
Tuesday, middle of the week. The performer was Young Gravy.
Sure. I don't know what kind of music that is, but I've seen a photo of him. I think,
Dude,
big
it's-
white dude.
Skinnier white dude. I wanna
Yeah,
say.
that's what I mean. Like tall, skinny white.
Young Gravy's a rapper.
Young Gravy's
raps-
a rapper.
He like
sure-
raps
he sure
over
is.
like
Oh
different.
Lord.
Anyway,
Oh
it's-
dear Christ.
anyway, it was not as busy as most other days, so that kind of helped.
Yeah, sure. That helped.
So we did that Tuesday.
Did you at any time when you were there?
Yep.
Did you think about a mass shooting?
Twice. Yeah. First thing when I walked in,
Yep.
I always see how many cops there are
Sure.
because they're usually hanging out by where you scan your tickets.
Sure.
I'm like, that's not enough for the amount of people.
If somebody was gonna do
Something goes down.
if somebody was gonna do a mass shooting at a county fair or a state fair, what would be the reasoning for it? If
What's
you
the
could-
reasoning ever?
I know, but like if there was something to
A
happen,
crowd full of people.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out a lot of them.
I'm saying like if there was something to have happened at the fair to get you into that mindset. Like
Oh, they're already there and they walk into it.
Yeah, like if it wasn't preordained
Right,
already, like what would get you to that point?
Well, I
Fuck
think
these prices.
Yeah. Well, I think honestly though, it's just if you're gonna go do that, you want it to be where you can hit the most people in one place.
And there's lots of kids there.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't get anything on the fucking ring toss.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. I'll snipe someone off the top of that Ferris wheel.
What's a ferry go around?
Ferris wheel. The one that looked like little hot tubs.
Yeah, no, I
up
know what
there.
you're saying,
Top there.
I feel like your easiest shot would be people on the chairlift thing. I mean, they're right out the. That's easy
Target
pickings
practice,
right there.
Yeah. Starting to practice.
Just get that.
Not things I really thought about going into this, but
Just get that.
But I
Heavy,
thought about it twice.
heavy snipe from 4. You're good to go.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So,
So yeah, none of us were shot at the fair,
good.
which is good. So we survived Tuesday. Wednesday was actually my last technical day of summer. It was my last day. Yeah.
But
So we actually walked. We did 5 hours at the fair the previous day. So we got a lot of walking in.
sure.
So you wake up the next day a little sore. The kids were sore too. And girls also got haircuts too.
Buzz cuts
Yep.
off to the army.
Yep.
I forgot. I gotta show
for
you
both of them.
What do
I
they
gotta
do?
show you
Just,
pictures.
just anything like majorly different or just
Riley's to her shoulders now.
nice little mom cut? I like
She's
it.
to the shoulders, but she still has the bangs, so it looks kind of funny.
nice, yeah.
Get her a pair of mom jeans.
That's a bob.
Yep.
That's what we
If
call
she
a
grows
bob.
out the bangs, it would look even better. But
That's awesome.
And then Hayden got. I mean, she was down to almost her
Yeah,
butt.
hers were long. Yeah, she
So
was.
she got
Rapunzel
about 9 inches off. She's
okay.
just
I was-
under her shoulders by a couple
I was
inches.
really hoping Riley would just get a short fade, maybe a 2 on top.
No, they
Get like some steps right here.
the lady that did it did an awesome job.
And that's they. You might. So is this like a pre about going back to school haircut?
Yeah, absolutely. We do this every summer right before they go.
Did you guys
back.
do that too? Try to get a haircut right before you go back to school?
Oh yeah. Oh, our background changed, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't know
damn it.
why.
It's literally been up for hours.
Oh no. Well, I threw the remote down there.
No, it's behind you. It's on top of the fridge. If anybody
You do
can
that.
make that
You do-
adjustment
you do
there.
that.
I got it. I got
Go ahead and do that while I
Why did that
keep
happen?
speaking.
Huh?
I don't know.
How long has it been? Maybe there's like a 2
It's
hour.
probably a 3 hour.
3 hours.
Probably.
Well, not sponsored, but shout out to Roku for
Yeah, we
the,
love Roku.
for the video people.
Don't mind this part.
There we are.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's not what we wanted.
So yeah, that was Tuesday. Wednesday was my last day of summer, technically.
So are you back to actual school, or is it
Yeah.
all the orientation early stuff?
I'm back. Kids aren't back yet.
so
so-
you guys go back before the kids. And
Yeah, we
what
do.
is that?
We
Meetings
like
and
prep stuff.
prep.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the stuff I bought for your classroom in the
I
classroom?
actually did. I brought it
Thank
up.
you. Here
Yeah,
we
I brought
go
it up.
now. Here we go now. Still never got a thank you.
She
So-
told me thank you to you.
that
I know.
doesn't count.
Anyway.
She doesn't have my number, actually.
Oh, well,
she
I figured she'd reach out on the
I thought
socials
so too.
maybe,
Well,
but
some people are ungrateful. It's fine.
I guess so. Yeah, so our last day of summer for me, we just hung out at the house, watched The Sandlot. I got the girls to sit down and watch The Sandlot.
Nice.
I figure into the summer you have to go out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I made dinner and we watched The Sandlot and just
What were their thoughts on the Sandlot?
they loved it.
It's good.
They didn't
not
know
to
what it
like.
was, but I have that poster in my front room
yeah.
of The Sandlot, and they don't. It's not a poster. I'm not that
Hard
cheap.
not to like though.
Yeah, they both really loved it. I figure it's a good one to go out on,
That
but
4th of July scene, man.
it's iconic.
Oh,
Yeah.
With just the
Ham's running around and he, for some reason, throws a full tomato on a hot dog and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's onions. He gives a whole circle of an onion.
Yeah.
Just throws it on the dog.
Yep. As Ham would.
And then just super violent.
Who
vomiting.
is that? That's Ray Charles
Yeah.
singing.
I believe so.
Yep. The blind dude.
I was going to say Frank Valley, but that's probably
That
not.
is definitely not Frankie
It's
Valli.
Ray Charles. It's Ray Charles.
Yeah. So anyway, I went back to work Thursday. It was
No kids yet though. is
it
what
was
you're saying.
meeting after meeting. It was at least 3.5 hours.
Can you? Is
4
anything
hours.
embargoed? What's new in the old school district? Can you say anything that's new this year? Anything that
The
you
dress
can say?
code is different.
Oh, what changed for students? I'm assuming
It's for students. Yeah. What
covering up a little more.
adults should probably follow it as well. So I can't wear tube tops anymore.
Covering up a little more.
I know,
It
I know
is
that was
covering
your,
up quite a bit more.
I know that was your favorite thing to wear.
Did they get rid of no tube tops or like
you're
tube
supposed
top
to
or you
cover
can
up.
cover it? Yeah.
Because a lot of, I'm not going to just say girls, but it's
Yeah.
obviously mostly girls wear shirts that are like
Midriff.
literally above their belly button. Now the code is like it has to be almost
Okay.
completely covered.
I mean, that's pretty much what we had.
Yeah.
A little weird school. So
But they dropped the dress code around the pandemic. And like when they were coming back, they're like, we don't want to hassle kids any more than we already are about like masks and stuff.
okay, so here's my question: what happens if do they get a warning? I'm guessing they'd get a warning, right? So Sarah shows up at a tube top, right? They go, hey,
Classic
you gotta
Sarah.
cover that up or whatever.
Right.
What happens if it continues? Is there any? Did you
It's a
cover
call
that?
home.
Oh, it's a call home.
So it's somebody approaches them. Like if it's a female, I'm not going to approach.
You know what
female.
happens when they call home? The parent goes, "Yeah, okay, good," and then they hang up and go, "These motherfuckers want me to go buy new clothes for my kids. I'm not doing that shit." And then it happens again.
Yep, and then they go back to watching Netflix again.
Yeah, I can tell you they. So like if it's a female, I'm not going to say anything because that's just fucking weird. So I would probably have a coworker do it, but they're supposed to ask them like, "Do you have anything that can like cover you up?" Because it's against the dress code policy.
I genuinely do remember that happening when we were in high school. I remember like friends of mine being like asked to throw
a hoodie on or something. So, and if they don't have it, we have an actual, like we call it a closet at our school.
Lost and found?
It's not a lost and found, but it's a closet. People throughout the year will just donate clothes.
Oh, sure. Oh, they got to throw something on from there?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, that's fun.
And if they don't want that option, then it's a call home.
That's kind of fun, though. You never know what you're going to get in there.
And you get to like keep it too.
Sure.
It's a closet. They donate stuff. It's like a free Goodwill, basically.
That's kind of cool.
I've donated clothes to it and stuff. So I've seen kids like walking around in my shit.
There's definitely nothing worse than going to that situation and there's nothing that fits you.
Hear me out though. Maybe we donate 20 ATG and WG shirts in different sizes.
And then they rep it.
And they just start repping.
That's free advertisement right there.
I've already got kids that know about this.
Sure.
And some of them are now high schoolers that have gone on. Their parents have told me. But
well, then let's get them shirted up then.
So anyway, that was that Thursday. What's today's Saturday? What did I do yesterday?
Yesterday you came over here.
That's right. Came over for a few hours. Yep. Went home. Slept like shit for some reason. Yep. Hung out with my brother today. Took him to get his haircut.
Nice.
A lot of haircuts in your week.
You guys,
he's going back to school too. He starts, I think, Wednesday. So
that Supercuts is really getting your money, huh?
I actually went to the one down by the Sammy's down by Safeway. I don't know what that is.
Sure,
I don't know what that one is.
That's
but
anyway. Great clips.
They did great, and they did great.
Yeah.
What's funny? So I took my brother today. My mom says, "Take him, please take him." And
what did he do?
He needs a haircut.
Sure.
He needs to shave. He needs to shower. We're going to the fair today, so this all needs to get done, and school's coming up. Yep. So I take this fool, and I said, "What do you want? Mm-hmm. What do I need to show the lady at the fucking thing?" He says, "I want the Tobey Maguire." So I just pull up a Tobey Maguire picture of him as Spider-Man.
That's a pretty random poll to go with.
He loves that hair, though, man.
Okay. A lot of feelings under that hair.
He got the Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And then I took him home, and I had a couple hours to kill today before coming over here, and I went and got myself a haircut.
Did you go back to the same place?
I did, and I got the same fucking lady.
Oh, that's nice. Shout out to Janine or whatever her name was.
Yeah, I don't know what her name was.
Did you also get the Tobey Maguire?
No, I didn't. I actually showed her a picture of a guy on Pinterest. I just went a little shorter. I took about, she said 2.5 inches off. Just a nice, fresh... It's still got some length.
I'm just picturing you sitting on your couch on Pinterest and going, men's haircuts.
Dude, that's exactly what it is. I know. That's exactly because I don't know that I can't say like I want this style. I want the fucking Pomeranian.
Sure.
You know, like I don't know what they're called. Yeah. So I just pop up a picture. She's like, "Yeah, I can do that." And for $28,
I'll say this: I think that they like that. I think that they like an example to go off.
Yeah, she did great.
As a hairstylist.
Yeah, she did great.
$28?
Yeah. It's 23 buckets. And then I did a $5 tip.
Yeah.
But the girlfriend said also do a beard trim when you're there. And I said,
sure.
I can do that on my own.
Yeah.
And she said, not like they can. And I said, you better believe I can.
Yeah.
And so I didn't pay for the extra.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should grow that beard out and just look like an old Russian man.
Mine,
I want to grow it out more.
Just have it be like all the way down to the bottom of the table.
I think mine's up to 48 now.
For a haircut?
Yeah, I think it's up
48
to 48.
for
and
a
mine's easy, by the way.
What the hell are you doing?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta be like
I do
extra services?
Sure. So I do a 2 up top, fading into a 1 on the sides. Okay.
I could do that for you.
Round it up. No. Not like Chrissy can.
Oh, you
go back
Chris.
to Chrissy every
time.
time.
I know. I'm aware.
And then I do the ultimate MVP.
Oh, this is where it
which
gets
is about
windy.
15 minutes. The scalp treatment. It's 8 different washes. It's the best.
It's also a hot. Is this the one that's like the hot towel
towels?
around the neck? The
and
whole
then in
like
the summer they do cool towels.
Okay.
The cool towel is very nice.
Shout out to Chrissy. I love her.
I have a question. I had this as I was getting my haircut today. Do you take a shower before you go?
No. Why would you
Because
do that?
okay, I was just curious.
I mean,
Because I went in.
it might be different though, because my hair is always short. So who cares? If you got longer hair, you don't want it to be greasy, all that shit. Maybe.
I was wearing a hat too, and I hadn't showered today.
Yeah, you want to like loosen the locks up.
And she sprayed it with
Yeah, I
the
mean,
water.
they're going to spray your hair anyways. So, I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose.
I
of
also
itself.
love that shower after a haircut.
But this is the thing though. This is why I do that extra washes, because then I can just get on with my day. I don't have a single hair on me after. Single hair.
Well, I just like that. I love the shower right afterward because I can just kind of do what I want with it.
Get all
Chrissy
that.
does for me.
Get the extras
Oh
off.
boy, Chrissy is. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say she might be early 50s.
Okay.
But she's one of those moms that like definitely has teenage daughters, so she like kind of dresses younger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like she's like definitely inspired by, you know.
Are they your children?
No, I wish though. But she's from New York, and her husband's rich, and so she just does this to get out of the house. You know what I'm saying? She's just like going and doing things, and she just boy, she has a way with those phalanges. Oh my!
You are the only person that I know that regularly just refers to them as phalanges.
Fingers as phalanges.
I think it's because of Friends.
I will tell you today,
Phoebe does that a lot.
I had zero attraction to this woman that was cutting my hair. Zero. Like, I'm pretty sure I prefer men over her.
Sure.
Well, just and in general.
And yeah, true. But man, after she was done with the haircut, she was like, had the fingers in there, the phalanges. And
Yeah, imagine that for 15 minutes. That's what I'm talking about.
she did it for like, it was probably maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, and I had like chills going all through my body.
Yes.
I also haven't been touched by a woman in almost 2 weeks. So,
It's the best.
Chelsea, if you're listening, get home.
That was
already.
your cue to say something. It's all right. You'll catch
About being touched by a woman.
Yeah. You'll catch it. It's fine.
That's all right. I'm trying to not just rip myself a new one because
You've already done it.
I do it. It's my life.
It's fine.
It's your life.
Nothing changes when we're on camera here.
Nope. It'll never
for-
change.
Yeah, we're on camera now.
I've found myself since we started this recording. I'm finding it really hard to not look at the preview screen up there, which is going to be like my eyes are going to be like
Genuinely, this is
upwards.
weird because we can't really look at each other.
I've been looking at you guys every time we
Yeah,
talk.
but for me, it's hard because I'm not going to do this whole thing.
Well, yeah, your voice
So
will trail.
I'm
everywhere
kind of
if you
just
do
looking
that.
all over the place and reacting.
Yeah.
But it's weird because normally Fost is here, and so I'm here, and I can look at both at the same time.
Yeah.
And now I got nothing. So
you can kind of turn your body.
just looking
Come
at the
on.
void.
Come on.
I mean, I guess that's what we have both screens for. It does help a little bit.
Yeah.
That was my week.
All right.
I think that's about where it ended. And then, we got this all set up and,
Yeah. We got a lot. We honestly got a lot done for the podcast this week. We
Very
got a lot
productive.
done. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh,
You
I
got-
got
again-
I got to not look at the paper.
Again, you need willpower here. Don't look at the paper now.
okay,
I can
this
do
is
this.
this is where I look at myself.
make me do disappearing ink or something. That wouldn't do anything.
I wouldn't help you at all.
All right, here we go. This says episode 70. Okay, here's the main thing I did this week. If you've been listening for a long time, you'll know I'm on a giant golf kick this summer. It's been about 3 months that I played nearly every day, whether that be on a course, driving range, or green, something. Mm-hmm. This week I decided to essentially go on tour, which was insane. By the way, if I ever say I'm going to go golf 3 days in a row, don't let me do that because it's a lot of golf, man. My body, I was dead Friday. But
I was going to tell you not to
it's
do
a
that.
lot, man. It
But
is.
you already made up
You
your
did
mind.
kind of say it when I told you I was doing that. You're like, man, that's a lot of golf.
It is.
All right, so here's what I did, right? And here's the thing. What golf is doing for me is it's getting me outside, right? It's a fun game. I love the game. But it's also I'm seeing more people more frequently, right?
Yeah.
So like for instance, you and I damn near go once a week, if not every other week,
yeah.
right? So that's an extra day that we're doing something during the week, right?
Absolutely.
And then like Huss, like I'm seeing Huss damn near once a week now as well going to golf. So it's like that's really nice. So Tuesday, I don't remember Monday at all. There was no golf, so who gives a shit. Tuesday, like you said, you and I went to Tristing Tree golf course in Corvallis. It's where OSU plays. Lots of tournaments there. It's a very nice course.
They didn't have a club ball though.
Don't get me
That's
started.
crazy.
Don't get me started.
That's crazy.
Really nice course. Genuinely a really, really nice course. And I just put the vlog out for that video, by the way. I'm starting a new series on the vlog channel where it's golf content. So we're doing a little golf with me kind of thing, and that came out today. So that's always fun. So yeah, we did Tristan Tree Tuesday. Didn't play that great. I think I shot a 53, which like is still an improvement from the beginning of the summer. But I should be by now. I should be mid 40s at max.
Okay.
But that was really fun. Great course. Top 3 hardest laugh of the year happened.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
On the way there.
Oh, that is absolutely one of the stupidest things you've ever said
Easily.
to me.
I have known you for.
You've said a lot of dumb things.
I have known you for damn near 20 years now.
It's
top.
Yeah, we've
2.
known each other for 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
No. And it's a top 2 maybe dumbest thing I've ever said.
It was so funny.
Essentially what happened, and it's, it's never as funny explaining it, but essentially what happened is on the way down to Corvallis, we went the back way, so we didn't go I-5. We went like through Monmouth and the back way there. Oh yeah. And
she's a beaut.
We went. It's a great drive.
It is.
And we go by this. What would you call that? Just a landfill? It's like a
100-foot high mound of dirt that they're doing construction on.
Yeah. So there's like some tires holding down tarps. Like it's just this huge.
Okay. Yeah.
And we drive by there, and
keep in mind we had been talking pretty much the whole way there. We hadn't said anything to each other for about 5 minutes.
Correct. We're just driving.
We're just we're just vibing out, listening to whatever.
Yeah. There's music on, whatever.
Yeah.
And I turn the music down when I see that thing. So we're driving. I see it to the right, and without hesitation, I look at Fost and I go, I think there's a giant in there. and here's the thing. It's the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Yeah, it is.
But like when I see a giant mound of something,
yeah,
I just picture like, what's that robot giant thing I like?
The Iron Giant?
No. The boxing, not boxing, sorry. Cyber, no. There's 2 movies of it I love. They're the giant robots.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
I just picture like a Pacific Rim thing going, whoom, coming out, and like we had no idea it was there, like a movie plot, right? I don't know why I thought that or said that. It was just no hesitation. And
it definitely is not the first time that you've talked about Pacific Rim with me in the car recently, too.
And it was just, we almost wrecked. It was one of those laughs.
I was crying.
It was
laughing.
so stupid.
It came with no like pre-context or anything.
Really, really stupid.
Oh God,
it was really funny. And then I think we just came back. Right? We didn't do anything that night.
Correct.
So, but anyway, shot a bunch of footage there, and that vlog's out now. So go check that out. Then
you said another one on the way home that was really funny too,
which was
I've got it. I still have it in a thing here.
Okay.
I'm trying to not access my phone as much as possible during this.
Sure.
You look good doing it though.
Sure.
It is right here. You said we were just doing just random
Our random word game.
And you said Toby's electric finger. It's the only fucking thing you said. So stupid. It was very stupid.
Oh boy! All right, Wednesday.
It's one of those if you know, kind of things.
So we play 9. I'm feeling pretty good, even though I didn't play great. Like it was a beautiful course, and 9 holes I can do right. Like that's normal. Here we go. Wednesday. I pick Huss up. Now here's the thing. Now we this actually worked really well. Normally I pick Huss up in Wilsonville after work, right? Mm-hmm. It's about a 10 minute train ride for him from Tualatin. This time, he took a train 15 minutes north and met me in Beaverton. So I picked him up at a train station in Beaverton. From that train station, Redtail was across the street.
Oh, that's good.
So it was perfect. Like it worked out. It could not have worked out better. It was Huss's birthday the other day, so I brought it. I gave him a little.
I forgot to text him.
A little bag. I got him a golf shirt, a Nike golf shirt. I got him a little Nike golf hat.
Okay.
I got him salt and pepper.
Yeah, I saw the
devil's
picture.
dice.
The devil's dice.
And then 4 king size Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
He definitely sent me a picture the other day because he was in Chicago. And he sent me a picture of a custom White Sox jersey that he got.
Yep.
I was a little jealous.
Yep.
Just a smidge.
Yep. Those tickets were $5, by the way, to get in.
Yeah, they just they just had tickets come out for their next game. There's like ones that are up in like the 300 section or whatever that are $1. $1.
You might as well just give them away.
So bad. Yeah. They should be free.
They should pay people to come to the games.
I mean,
they're 31 and 106 today. It's pretty bad.
So Wednesday, I pick us up, right? And we go over to Red Tail Golf Center, which, have you ever been to Red Tail?
I have not.
Okay, Red Tail is insane. Red Tail is a golf center, so it's not just a clubhouse and a course. This place you pull in, and it's like 4 blocks of golf stuff. So there's this huge pro shop, and I mean huge, like it's enormous,
like an actual retail store
yes,
size one.
It's huge. Okay, then to the left, way over there, you have this driving range, which is a 2-level, like so you can hit above or below.
Oh, like a Top Golf kind of thing?
2-level driving range that's open till like midnight, by the way.
Sick.
Insane. It's huge. And then there's like putting greens, and it's like a full-on center. It's insane. And so we go up to the pro shop, and Kurt actually, shout out to Kurt. Kurt actually told me to go play here because our friend Andy's brother, Chris, works there, who we grew up with, right? And so I texted Chris, and I was like, hey, we're going to be at Red Tail. Would love to meet up. And he was busy. He does...
we'd love to see your tail.
Yeah, he does a lot of fittings. He does like fittings there now and stuff for golf clubs. So he was in a fitting session, which is like, can be like a couple hours. And so I was like, all right, we'll go golf. We'll meet up after. So Huss and I get there, and we get there. We have a duo, a double, just 2 players, right?
A pair.
Thank you. We get to T1. We get the car, and we're all ready to rock and roll. We get to 1, and there's actually like a marshal there, like a guy in a cart that's like, okay, you guys are up 6-10. You know what I mean? Like kind of.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
I don't like that.
He's trying to just
keep traffic, keep flow.
Micromanaging the speed.
And he goes, just so you guys know, you have a third. Let me tell you what doesn't work for Huss and I.
A third wheel.
Having a third.
Because imagine the dialogue that Huss and I have on a golf course.
It's some of the worst.
That doesn't
stuff
work with someone else.
Yeah.
Right? At least someone else that isn't
That you don't know.
Correct. So it's this Asian dude. He's probably like late 20s. And we're like, all right. His name was Tim. We're like, what's up, Tim? Good to meet you. And we're like, you can go first. We're not that good. So you can go first. And then we realize he's walking it. So he has like a little push cart. And that just kind of sucks because the pace of play is like he hits, then we're waiting for him to walk 200 yards, and then we hit. You know what I mean? So it just kind of messes up because we're in a car. You better believe I'm not walking that thing.
Yeah.
This dude goes up on T1, and we're like, please don't be like really good. Please. Like, because it's always awkward.
Yeah.
This dude pulls a big stick out, and first swing, and I'm not exaggerating, he hit a driver 290 in straight. Like, he launched it. And I looked at Haas and I go, oh no.
We're like, yeah,
it's gonna be a long day.
We'll see in about 15 minutes.
Here's the other tough
Why
part.
can't he just go ahead of you guys?
Because there's people ahead.
And a lot of places don't allow you to play solo.
Correct.
Either.
So here's what happens. We're on T1, and we're hoping like he'll just walk and go. Nope, he waited for us to go.
Oh,
so we're like,
watching you.
Shit. So this dude's behind us. That's already a lot of pressure. Then you got the marshal sitting in a cart, just watching us. And so we put that tee up. I go, Huss, go ahead. You'll see in the video. I have a full vlog for this. Huss tees off, and it goes 25 feet to the right. Feet, not yards. Feet.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no.
And we're like, oh God, this is not going well, man. And the thing is, normally when we play it, we do like off a tee, you get a mulligan. Like, let's get it, at least get it in play, get a good shot. We didn't want to do that because.
Oh, yeah.
You have this other guy.
You know what I mean?
No way in hell that guy would have let you get away with it.
Correct. So I get up there, I get on the tee. I'm using a 5 wood actually because my driver's not working very well. And I hit maybe 110 yards maybe, but way left, like just off the fairway on the left. And we go, oh, dude, this is
gonna be a
this is
rough
not
day,
good, man. So we drive up, and I'll make this story short. We go up, and this guy, it was a long first hole. He's probably 120, 130 away. He pulls out a 7 or 6 iron, lofts it 800 feet in the air, and drops it 10 feet from the pin on the second shot. And we're like, oh, this is like actually going to be an actual problem. Like,
he's gonna actually kick.
it's going to take us 4 more shots to get there. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. He ended up being nice, but you could tell
he was probably pretty frustrated by it.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? And honestly,
Well, then he needs to find somebody to golf with.
To be fully honest, he didn't even finish because it got dark because of us. Because, and I played pretty good, but Huss had a 14.
Sounds like
Yeah.
And so when it's 14 shots and think this guy's done in 3, he's just like,
just
waiting.
waiting.
Just standing there,
I mean, if you're going there playing solo and you know you're gonna get thrown in with somebody, like you got to be ready for whatever you're gonna get.
For sure. No, and like he never said anything. He was genuinely pretty nice, and like when you're playing with someone, you go out on the green, and he was like, "Good shot." Like he was a nice dude, but you could tell there was a vibe of like, fuck. I could just picture him being like, "Dude, this is."
Like
is not it, man.
I just want to go ahead and play this round on my own. Kind of thing.
So then we're filming, right, and on hole. Oh my god, I might go on a car guy's rant. Let me calm down. First hole we're filming, right, and by filming I mean it doesn't take any more time. So if I'm hitting, you're gonna be in the cart anyway, watching till we go, right?
Yeah.
So when I
that's
hit,
how he did
I
it.
go, okay, here, film. I go hit. It adds no time. On most golf courses, they say pace of play 15 minutes per hole. Okay, that's normal pace of play.
Jeez.
We had a 6:10 tee time. At 6:22, that's 12 minutes. Marshall drives up to us and he goes, "Hey guys, maybe less filming, more golf. Let's hurry it up here."
Oh, he's a real stickler.
And I go, "We're on the green, by the way. Like we're finishing up."
Yeah.
And I was like,
He's like, "What are you talking about?"
I was kind of a smart ass. Like I was like, "Yep, that's what we've been doing. We're on time here." That's why I was like out loud. And he's like, "All right, just go." We're like, "Dude, what? Like, what? We're 12 minutes in." So we the next few holes we didn't even film because we were rattled. We're like, "Fuck, we gotta like play now," and that's not fun, right? And then
it's not,
we play so fast that we catch up with the people ahead to where we got to the tee box before the next people were teeing off. So now we're waiting for a team of 4 all to tee and play a whole hole while we're just sitting there on the tee.
Yeah.
Because we hurried.
Yeah, it's
right?
like, how about that pace of play now?
There you
asshole?
go. Like it just, I'll say this: the course is really nice, but it wasn't that good of an experience for me. Mainly because of that guy, and we just felt rushed.
And like you didn't get to have the experience that you were kind of planning on by not having a third and being able to kind of just do things the way that you wanted to do it.
Correct. And you better believe after hole 2, I said, "Fuck that guy, we're filming," and we filmed the whole thing. But I played pretty well. I believe that was a 48 for me at the old Red Tail. So that's better. I'd like to be under 50 every time. So 48. Huss was, I want to say Huss was 67, somewhere around there.
But we kind of about where he is.
We finished, but that last hole, it was dark. I mean, it's getting darker earlier. We started at 6:10. Sun goes down at 8 now.
Yeah.
So it was dark.
So you got those bright orange mojos for.
There you go. So I played pretty well, and then we damn, what did we eat? Oh, and then so we were at Beaverton, so we were just a few minutes away from the old Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, yes.
Huss and I went over to the Cheesecake Factory. Any idea what I got? What I get at the Cheesecake Factory? I don't
Cheesecake.
think we've never been to there, have we?
No, we haven't. I mean, there's
You
like
ever been to Cheesecake Factory?
Many moons ago.
there's like 175 items on that menu.
Craziest menu ever.
It's the biggest menu I think I've ever had to.
Are you
sort
getting a
through.
beer right now?
I am. Do you need something?
No.
I said cheesecake being funny because I know you hate cheesecake.
Yeah,
and
I do.
it's called Cheesecake Factory.
It is weird going there not liking cheesecake.
A little bit.
But, you can get anything from across the world there. I mean, that menu is insane.
It is, and the food's all.
If you
pretty-
guess
it's-
what I'm not kidding you. If you guess what I got, I will Venmo you $100 right now.
Oh God, I need it so bad.
Spaghetti and meatball.
Why did you say it like that?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Let's see. Maybe like some tri-tip steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans.
Remember you said that.
Oh,
It's wrong, but
my.
remember you said that. Wrong.
Did he almost just win $100?
Here's why you'll never get it. I get the.
It's got to be something out
There's
of
a
the
funny
ordinary,
name.
right?
There's a funny name, but it's basically a chicken parmesan pizza. And what I mean by that is it's not a pizza. It is a full plate circle. It's huge. And that whole thing is chicken parm.
Oh shit!
And then it comes with angel hair pasta on top.
Also, for just like throwing one together, that's almost a perfect circle on that piece of
Yeah,
paper.
man, I'm an artist.
Even though this motherfucker earlier when we were filming stuff says I can only draw 3 things.
Correct. Yeah, it's a
One of which is the Chicago Bulls logo.
And the other one's a
it's a
sushi
sunset.
and a sunset.
Mountaintop.
I've never seen you draw that. That's
that?
cute. That's adorable.
Okay. Anyway, so I get this chicken parm thing. It's really good. I also got a side of chicken tortilla soup, which was not good. I didn't like it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, it wasn't chili.
You know what it
so-
was? It was lime. Too much lime in it.
I can see that.
Now here's the thing, though. Huss and I split an app like a normal couple does,
Right.
and we got this buffalo chicken crispers.
Oh, I've had those.
Think about basically an empanada filled with buffalo chicken and cheese.
Yes.
It was so good.
Oh yeah.
Those are insane.
Oh yeah.
Keep going.
It's a steak.
Keep going.
Those were insane. And then ended the night with I got an apple crisp dessert, which was just apple, like basically apple pie, but just in a bowl. Just apples and granola and all that with a little vanilla bean ice cream on the side.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's another delightful one.
Huss ordered an Oreo shake
Shocker.
at the
And
end.
he chugged it
and
like a beer.
She came back and said, "We can't do any shakes. The machine's broken." So he got Oreo cheesecake,
Good boy.
and then we left very full.
I would imagine so.
Yep. Dropped him off at the old apartment up there. He recorded some ads, and then I went home.
Okay.
So that's 2 days in a row. I'm gonna make this quick. Here we go. 2 days in a row.
So
Third day, I know. I'm gonna make this quick. Long story short.
We're already 4 hours in.
Long story short. Corvallis, Beaverton. Thursday, I meet up with Bradford, friend of the show.
Love him.
Meet up with him in Eugene at Laurelwood Golf Course.
Classic.
In Eugene. Here's how you get there. You go towards campus. You take a right on whatever that street is that Doco's on.
Campus Street.
Whatever I can't remember what it is. And you literally just go up that road like 3 miles, and you go up in the hills, and then you
there's a
drop
course.
down. And on the other side of those hills, there's a full-on course over there.
Really?
Pretty wild. Laurelwood was really cool, really challenging. It should be called Laurelwood Hills because it was hilly, a lot of hills. But I played best golf maybe of the summer there, honestly, and I vlogged the whole thing, which is even better. 3-wood was really moving. It was really good. I think I only beat Brad by like 4 or 5. Brad played pretty well too.
Sounds good.
Good golf there, and again, shot content there, really, really cool. And then we went over to our go-to in Eugene. We go to BJ's,
Beach.
and then we get food. We go get food.
Oh, you give each other BJ's
Correct.
and then you get food? Ah.
No, I like a BJ's.
Will you show me how you do that?
You ever been to BJ's down there?
That sounds familiar.
It's right at VRC, right in the parking lot.
It's like maybe it's like better Applebee's.
It's right next to Texas Roadhouse, right there. Anyway,
Yeah.
it is. It's basically, I would call it a step up level of Applebee's. Like it's like nicer food.
Okay.
Really good though. So here's what's crazy.
Can you
though,
buy
ready?
BJ's?
You know what Brad got there?
A
A
BJ.
tri-tip, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Oh, that's what Brad got there.
Oh, float me like a 10 ski at
I know.
least.
I know.
That's a hell of a pull for nothing.
It really was.
that was
crazy.
good.
Really was crazy. Your boy got a full rack of ribs,
Okay.
which was great. Really good ribs. I got a white.
Not all you can eat though.
No. I got. But you get 2 sides with that. I got a white cheddar mashed potatoes.
Ooh,
Real good.
That sounds nice.
And then I got rice.
Shocker.
It's rice pilaf.
Yes, it is. What the hell? Have
And
you been
my
calling
whole
it this
life,
time?
up until Thursday,
What the fuck
I've
is a
been
pilaf?
calling it rice pilaf. And I think it's just I think that's what my mom said or something. And I've just been calling it rice pilaf my whole life.
She's very white.
And so she said, she goes, what sides? And I go, I'll do the white cheddar mashed potatoes and rice pilaf. And she goes, what? And I go, rice, is that not how you say it?
Pilaf?
And we had a really great laugh about how it's actually rice pilaf, yeah.
What is that exactly?
You never had rice pilaf?
I don't know what that
It's
is.
just rice with,
Like a sauce on it?
no. It's just seasoned rice. It's delicious, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
You've opened up my eyes to a lot of things in this world.
No, I just stick
And I
with-
have
stick
yet
with
to
me.
try the pilaf.
You genuinely would love rice pilaf.
Okay.
Who knows?
fantastic.
You've probably even had it before and didn't even know.
100%. It's
Maybe.
very common.
Yeah.
And then I got a pizookie at the end, which is what they're famous for, which is a cookie that's shaped like a pizza. It comes in like a tin circle.
You like a lot of round things,
I do.
huh?
It comes in a circle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got the old white chocolate macadamia nut with some melted ice cream on the top.
No other way to do it.
Real nice. And then I came home. And then Friday,
all your stories end.
Friday, I literally said to myself, I was like, I'm not doing anything Friday, like all day, because 3 days of golf in a row.
I'll bet your shoulders
And
were howling.
Thursday, it was like 96 out. It was when I got home, I was like, dude, I'm
beat.
3 days and like over 400 miles of driving.
Yeah.
That is,
You know what I mean? Like it was a lot.
A lot of gas in
Would
that
I do
Tesla.
it again? I would. I would. I loved it. I love seeing these new courses. 2 of 3 courses did not have a club ball.
I'll see you out on the Judson Links on Tuesday.
Sure. Anyway, that's it. And then we did that stuff Friday, and then
Yep.
we watched the Duck game Saturday.
Yep. I love it. Where do we go from
The
here?
only other thing on here, really quick, I cleaned the garage. I got a new camera, more remodels, and then Serena and I played a bunch of Valorant and Fortnite.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. We do not have ads for this week. We're taking a week off from that.
Oh,
I understand.
that hurts.
But we can get into the, what do you always say, the meat and potatoes?
It is the meat and potatoes of the whole deal.
I missed.
Do we care?
You blew it. Okay, here we go. Do we care?
do we?
So what is this for people that have not?
So Do We
been
Care
around for
is
it?
the main section of the podcast where throughout the week I write down things that happen in the world, in entertainment, sports, music, everything around the whole world. And then I bring them up, and if we care about it, we talk about it. If not, we move on.
Feels like the intros now, the meat and the potatoes.
Seriously, I know.
It is. This is
when it used to be
it
like
is.
10 minutes, and then
I
we're
know.
like,
Well,
I don't know.
I got a
when
lot
we-
to say.
When
Yeah.
did we transition?
for first unit's big breakfast.
Yeah.
This is dinner.
Second course?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Here we go.
All right.
I'm going to start this off with some sad news, and here's the thing: I want to play a song for this, but that's more work for us to cut out for the YouTube, so we're not going to do it. This happened today, and we're just going to get this out of the way here. Fat Man Scoop passes away today at 53. He collapsed on stage. He was one of the most famous. I would say he's the second most famous hype man in rap history ever, behind Flavor Flav.
I would say so.
Fat Man Scoop?
Fat Man Scoop. Yep.
Why have I never...
Where would you have heard on him?
He was a song that always pops into my mind. He was in that one song with Missy Elliott.
Yep. He was in Missy. Yep. He was on Onslaught on the first Slaughterhouse album.
Okay. I would know that.
You would
rings
know that
more
if
of a
you
bell.
heard.
Yeah.
He loves saying to get your back off the wall.
Yeah, he's just a hype man. He's just in the background, like
the wall.
Come on, yeah.
He passed.
So he collapsed on stage today.
Oh.
And they took him to the hospital, and he passed away at 53.
Just today, huh?
Yep.
This is I don't know why this parallel popped into my head. He's like, this is going to sound so disrespectful. I feel bad for saying it. He's like the Bobcat Goldthwait of like the hip hop world.
Sure.
And I mean that
Too
in the,
soon.
I mean that in the sense of like he has one of those completely indistinguishable voices. Like,
Yeah.
You hear it and you immediately know who he is.
Big, loud, raspy.
Yeah, just like because Bobcat Goldthwait is another guy. You hear his voice and you can't mistake who it is.
Yeah.
And so it's that's kind of the parallel that I drew.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst person I could have compared with, but that's,
works,
I don't know.
that's
That's
fine.
what immediately popped into my head for some
We're all
reason.
now dumber for listening to what you have said.
Yes, you
All right,
are.
neither of you look at the paper. I'm telling you. Don't
It's
do it.
hard not to look
Don't
over at
do
you.
it.
I'm just
Don't do
looking
it.
at you.
Don't look at me.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Don't look maybe write that one down. Don't look at me. It's just-
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's
a starter.
That's not a bad one. By the way, if you don't know, oh Jesus, this pen writes nice. If you don't know, we come up with our titles just as something happens on the show.
yeah.
So that's a fun.
That's a
little game.
starter. It's just blunt,
Okay,
you know.
Here we go. CeeDee Lamb re-signs with Cowboys 4-year, $136.
Damn.
Boy, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of quiche, man.
Jerry Jones paying up, huh?
He is. You could argue he's the best receiver in football. You could argue it.
He's
he's real good.
He's definitely top 3. Probably.
You could argue it. Him. Who would be 3? Tyreek, him, Justin.
Yeah.
It's got to be the
those
3, right?
Yeah. Jamar Chase somewhere, maybe.
Jamar Chase. I had Stephon Diggs there for a while.
Yeah, he's a little bit older, but
By the way, is Stephon Diggs in?
Houston.
Yep,
That's
he's a
right. He could
Texan
have a
now.
breakout though.
That team's
That
gonna
team's
be
nasty.
nutty.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Friend of the show, and by that I mean I just really like this guy. He's never heard of us. Keegan Bradley wins BMW
He
championship.
has.
I like to think so.
Yeah, he has.
Shout out to Keegan Bradley, man.
He knows.
Yeah, KB. Gotta
Yeah.
love him.
Good job, Keegs.
He genuinely seems like such a nice dude. You know what I mean? Like he just seems like just a nice, normal dude who's just incredibly good at golf.
Most of the golfers seem like good guys, you know?
The BMW championship was the one that they played in Colorado, right?
Correct.
That's where we when we went to
Correct.
Bogies. We played there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just murdered that course.
Tyrese, heard of him? The singer, RB?
Yeah.
Tyrese says his mom made him fake mental illness growing up for government assistance.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Now, I started thinking about this, right?
Like Eminem's mom did the same thing.
Everybody should do that.
If you can get away with it.
This money, huh?
So somebody would come out to your house and they're like, something's wrong with my kid. And he would just have to act like there's something wrong with him.
Correct.
And they're like, oh, yeah, here's some money for you
Correct.
because your kid has a disability.
Correct.
All right.
Yep, let's get
Do
that
you,
going, huh?
I've got 2 little girls.
Yeah.
What do you think Tyrese is better known for at this point in his career? For his music career or for being in the Fast and Furious?
Fast, for sure.
It has to be.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
Like the second biggest franchise ever.
Is he still in like all of those movies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the most recent one.
Him and Ludacris have like a really cool, you know who they are now in those movies? Did you ever see 10?
Yeah, I saw it with you.
That's right.
Yeah,
you know who they are in those movies now? They're kind of like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Like they're kind of on their own side quest most of the time, and it's
Okay.
always just them. But they have really good chemistry. They're really good.
They both like to act the fool a
Yep.
bunch.
Yep. That's
Ironically
yeah,
enough,
that's
since
nice.
that's one of his songs.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it.
That's a line from my album, by the way. I said I'll act a fool on a rollout,
Oh.
like a Luda beat.
Oh.
You did say that. That is
Quite
correct.
the wordsmith you
Yep.
are.
Oh, interested to see what you think of this. Aunt Edwards says MJ was the only talented player in the 90s.
I don't know about that. I mean, if he's talking about his dad, I guess, why wouldn't you say that?
I was going to say, isn't that his father?
I don't agree with that. He was probably the most talented player in the 90s. But to say that he was the only one, I think is...
Wasn't Drexler pretty good? And like, no? I don't know why
I don't
my
agree
mind
with
went to
that.
Drexler.
I don't
but-
agree with that, of course. I think, though, that what he was trying to say, I'm assuming, is the league now is far more athletic than the 90s.
Oh, for
that
sure.
is a fact.
Of course, yeah.
And
Every league
I
is.
think maybe he just came across the wrong way. That's my assumption. Because there's no way anyone can say MJ was the only talented player in the 90s. That's just hyperbole.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Bradley was in the 90s.
That's folly, if you will. What a word that is.
Folly. I
I feel dirtier for having said it, but he did exist there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of talented people in the 90s.
And he was in Space Jam, wasn't he?
I'm sure it just came.
Sean Bradley, wasn't he?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the tall alien.
Yeah. So he had talent to steal.
Look,
That is true.
The truth is, if you're a professional athlete, you're very talented, and you're
Correct.
in the top literal 380 people in the world.
He just got dunked on too many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Court case but just the court documents for Ben Affleck and J-Lo's divorce come out. And it says that the main reason for the divorce was Ben Affleck's erratic mood swings.
Oh, we got a Kanye on our
No,
hands, huh?
I don't think it's like, it wasn't abusive. Like, that's not what they're saying, but it was like
He's all over the
hard.
place.
Yeah, all over the place. Which,
Okay.
by the way, I think a lot of actors are.
Who isn't in
I
general?
really do. Well, not me. I'm the same at all times.
Okay.
But
I don't think that's good.
No, I'm the same. Oh, no, it's
Okay.
good.
All
Didn't
right.
something come out where he had like a substance abuse problem too, though?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think it was just more, look, two people, if you're not on the right page for a long time, a marriage isn't going to work. So that's just how it goes. And erratic mood swings is going to help that a lot. You know,
You have to pour salt into my wounds?
Yeah. Well,
Hey, lay off the nitrous gas, you know?
let's see here. Next. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is wild, actually.
I'm trying so hard to not look at
Don't
you.
look
know,
at the
dude.
paper.
I'm looking
All
up
right,
here.
I'll go back here. Now you can't see my
Hey,
face.
hey,
No,
Now
that's
the-
bad.
now
That
the
looks
video's
bad.
ruined. See what you did?
Hey, the viewers will agree with me. I've been looking right up there
Okay,
since we
because I'm
started.
checking game film.
You better.
Too much. You got to look over at
I'm
me,
literally
Fost.
folding the paper now. Do you see this?
I know,
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
All right, here we go. Babe Ruth's Call the Shot jersey. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-huh. Like the jersey where you
Yep.
sells for a stunning $24 million at auction for a jersey. But
That's
it is
pretty badass
It is
to call your shot
one
and
of the
do it.
most famous plays of all time.
Yeah.
I also did that in juniors.
Was he drunk? Do you feel like he was like
1,000,000%.
semi-drunk at least?
100%.
Hell yeah.
He was never not drunk.
He went up there just feeling real good about
1,000,000%.
himself,
Yeah,
and he
dude.
stuck that bat
That
out.
dude was probably loaded to the gills on chipped beef and scotch.
Yeah, he was 19 beers and 14 hot dogs in.
That's what winners do, Matty.
I also, if I find the right charity, I'll put up. What team was I on? What team were we on? The Braves.
We were on the Braves.
I'll put up my Braves.
And we were on the
jersey
Cardinals, too.
And the
Okay.
Cardinals, because I definitely have footage somewhere of me calling. I point and then hit a home run
And hit it, yeah.
I really did.
Do you think that
On a
baseball-
different level, but
Do you think the old baseball games like that were like episodes of Bob Does Sports where they just did like food challenges in the dugout where they're just
It
slamming?
was the Wild West.
yeah,
back
they're just
then.
like slamming beers and
You know there's
cigarettes
some
and
smoking
food
in
no
and
there.
shit.
cameras anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
of course.
they're smoking cigarettes in there.
I'm probably. You know what? I'm probably smashing some guts in the dugout back.
Oh,
then.
yeah,
Why not?
for sure.
Right.
Why not?
Get a little release before you go out for the 7-inning stretch. You know.
I think they.
would be- it would
I
be
think
the
they
7-inning
recommend that
stretch.
you don't have sex before you do it.
That's the dumbest thing of all time.
Well, I've heard it somewhere.
Well, they're wrong.
I'm not an athletic person, so I just
They're
keep plowing
wrong.
on.
Trust me.
No, I have.
I've
I've
golfed 3
also
times
heard
this
that
week,
actually.
and it's not right.
I think it's because when you do that, your testosterone levels go
It
down.
lowers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, who gives a fuck? All right, here we go.
mine goes through the roof.
I don't have.
What
any.
do I say here?
I don't have it. Is that what
I
you
don't
said?
have any testosterone anymore.
Oh, here we go.
It's all gone.
Certain 7-Eleven locations are offering an interesting offer.
Okay.
They are having in-store tattoo people, artists, I guess, tattoo artists.
Sure.
in
Yeah,
the store.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And they are offering 711 days of free coffee for anyone who gets a 7-Eleven logo tattooed.
If it was,
I'll do it.
If it was 711 days of free Slurpees, you got me.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yep.
Or Red Bulls.
So that's what, 1,400. How much are a Slurpee? Couple bucks?
Yep.
Depends on the
like
size.
a
So
dollar,
You're looking at
$1.89 probably.
1,422 bucks. That's quick math now.
That's good.
Boy, oh boy.
Where do they blast the tattoo on your bod, though?
I guess I'm assuming you get to pick, but who knows?
It's on my ass cheek where it doesn't matter. Nobody's
Sure.
going to see
That's
it.
the one place it matters.
Yeah, was that where you're gonna put just big bite right there?
Right on the cheek.
Why not?
HAP.
You got big bite here. You got spicy bite on the other side.
Sure. All right. Sonic 3 trailer drops. Did you see it?
I actually haven't, but I.
Oh,
It's good.
It's awesome.
It's gonna be a cool movie.
And it features Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow.
He's Shadow, yeah. I already knew that part.
yeah, that's a pretty good casting.
My kids really like the Sonic stuff, and they're okay. I've definitely seen both because of my kids.
I think they're fantastic.
I didn't love the second one.
It's the same thing for me as a Fast and Furious movie, which is just. I'm not looking for Oscar. I'm looking for is it fun, and they're both just fun.
That's fine.
It's Ben Schwartz.
They're fun.
You know?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not like super
Jim
amped to
Carrey?
see. Yeah, Jim Carrey is just.
I mean,
off his
were
rocker
you
too.
were you a Sonic guy growing up?
I was. Yeah. Anything I can get my hands on.
Wasn't. Let's go around
Yeah.
and find some.
Got to go fast.
Some rings. Oh boy, Colby! This is some news now for you, but it might be old news for you.
Okay.
I'll explain. Did
Will
you
you?
keep any Blu-rays?
I think I have 5 left.
Which are what?
2 Incubus concerts live.
Live at Red Rocks, baby.
Robin Williams live on Broadway,
Okay.
which I think is a DVD. Come to think about it, but and then I can't remember. There was a few,
Okay.
but I had
But-
well over 400. And I
Safe to
sold them
say
all.
that you're pretty far out of the Blu-ray game now.
completely.
you still have the barrel, right?
I have the barrel. Still.
Well,
yeah.
I have something to tell you.
Uh-huh.
May change your mind, it may not. Who knows? On August 29th, which is yesterday, 2 days ago?
That is
Yeah.
yesterday.
Sure. Yeah.
Yesterday.
They released an Ultra 4K edition
Of
of Signs.
okay.
You need it. Get back in the game. Here we go.
I am all for.
You know what?
An
I don't have a 4K
I
player.
would love to see an Ultra 4K remastered version of Signs.
Hell yeah.
I
Can't you
really
just
would love
stream that though? Like can't
Not
you
Ultra
stream-
4K.
No.
Oh.
In regular 4K, maybe.
Definitely.
Why is this just randomly popping up? Is it?
I don't know.
Is it a 25 year?
I think it's definitely some sort of time thing.
It's been 20.
I don't know.
No, it hasn't even been 20 years.
I would love to see that movie
When did it come out?
in Ultra 4K. 2005.
Really?
So it's a 20 year.
So 20 year. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I saw it with Sergio in high school.
God, I thought that came
I
out in
can't
like,
get back into the game. I can't.
For some reason, I felt
you will.
like for some reason I thought that movie came out in like '99.
No. We were in high school. I went with Sergio. And then I saw it with Kurt. Right around this time, we went to the fair. Went and saw Signs with Kurt. And Sue pulled over at the Fred Meyer by the Les Schwab. Kurt and I were sitting in the back of the Forerunner. And we look up and we see a guy on top of Les Schwab doing roof repair. And we freaked out because we thought that was an alien.
I know exactly.
No,
the
it was just
area.
it was a female Scandinavian Olympian.
Anyway,
fucking Joaquin.
here we go.
All right.
I haven't brought this up in a couple weeks, but it's worth mentioning. We're kind of on a following a certain movie's box office.
Your font is actually just small enough where I can't see.
Great. Inside Out 2. Heard of it? Did you see it?
Yes, I
you
saw
saw-
it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have not seen it.
Inside Out 2 officially breaks 1 billion internationally.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay.
Only 12 other films have done that in film history.
Jeez.
They are now at 1.7 billion total box office. They are now number 10 all time.
Holy smokes.
Dude, I say this every week we bring this up, but can you imagine a year ago, 2 years ago, going, all right, here's a script for Inside Out 2. First one did well. If we can get 400, 600 million off this thing, we're good.
Right.
And it becomes a top 10 movie all time. Could you imagine?
That's unreal.
Dude. Insane.
Is it still in theaters?
I think it just left.
It's Northern Lights still has it.
Yeah, that's not a theater.
But
though.
it's not
it's not like
But-
a mainline theater.
Yeah,
I'm gonna peek super quick.
Okay.
Because I'm really curious because that seems like the longest
It
running
is. But it is. It
movie
is.
in theaters
Yeah,
ever.
It is. But when it's still doing well, of course, you're going to keep it in, right?
I feel like the original Fast and the Furious was also in theaters for
Yeah.
a really long
There's
time.
been a few. The first Guardians of the Galaxy was in there forever. Just
that's
Frozen
true.
was in forever. You know what I mean? Like if it goes crazy, then
As long as people are still coming, you might
is
as
that
well
your
just keep it
backdrop
in.
right there, Reagan?
Reagan.
That's your new wallpaper?
Dennis Quaid. There's a Reagan movie. Yeah,
that's your new wallpaper.
Okay.
American flag in the sky.
It's basically it's okay as of
Yeah, it's
today.
not. Yeah,
Well, no, because that's for today.
it's not.
No, it
there you go.
is.
It's still in.
That's
Yep.
for tomorrow. We still have a local theater that has 4 showings tomorrow.
Insane, man.
It came out beginning of summer, did it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, if it's a top 10 movie of all time, it's going to get people there.
Dude, June 14th. So it's been in there
Yeah. Insane.
2.5 months. Jesus.
That's a long time.
Insane.
No kidding. Okay.
These next 2 are sad. I forgot I put these in here.
That's good. We're very
All
accustomed
right,
to
let's start
sad
with the
things
less
here.
sad one, even though it's still sad. WWE legend Sid Vicious passes away at 63 after cancer battle.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sid Vicious.
Yep.
He's part of the old guard.
And then let's get this out of the way. This is genuinely crazy and sad. Mariah Carey's mom and sister passed away on the same day this week.
What the hell?
Wow.
Both unrelated, by the way. Both different health things.
They didn't both like die in a car wreck or something?
Unrelated.
Really?
That's kind of nuts, actually.
Mom and sister both pass away.
That's a bad omen. That's what
bad.
that is.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That's
No kidding.
one is bad enough. Two, it's
two of
like,
them in the same
Jesus
day
Christ.
for separate.
Imagine you get the call for the first one and you're like
what I'm saying.
processing
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
and then you get another call.
Yeah. That's genuinely, it's not to say, that's kind of how I felt with Cheesecake and Phil. They were so close back to back.
It really
that
was.
The second call, I was like, you gotta be fucking, like,
Yeah,
what are we
for
talking
sure.
about?
Yeah, when you called me and told me that, I was just standing there, and you sent me a text, and I saw, and I couldn't even.
Yeah,
it didn't even like register. I was like, what the
ridiculous.
hell are you talking about?
Just ridiculous. Don't ever stay in my house. Everyone done.
I'm staying here tonight.
And
I'll be dead.
A one-time fee of like $999.
Yeah.
The famous Friends couch, wardrobe, and memorabilia is going to auction for the 30-year anniversary of Friends. So they're selling, like, I saw it, like, Chandler's, like, he did like bowling shirts, kind of that style.
Yeah.
I do kind of remember the bowling shirts.
And most famously that couch in the coffee shop. They're putting that all up for auction for a charity for the 30th year anniversary of Friends.
Oh, I thought you meant the couch in Rachel's apartment.
No. The famous coffee
okay.
house shop.
I guarantee all of those items together will not match the Babe Ruth jersey.
Maybe that couch is going to go for a lot of money.
Yeah.
man. I mean,
It
that's
will.
literally a symbol for one of the biggest shows ever.
You know what? I'm not even a big Friends guy, but remember like when they got the 2 recliners?
Yeah.
Like that
And they're
popped
like- they
into
go,
my mind. I don't know why I remember that so much. Yeah, like
because
I-
the show's funny. That's why.
they have to auction those too, right? you would think.
There's a lot of stuff.
And the foosball table.
You can look.
Yeah.
You can look it up. Like, it's tons of stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have something like that, though.
Sure. Yeah. Jesus, I forgot that there's so much crazy stuff on here.
Jesus was in the news.
Correct. Yeah.
He died.
High school.
He died again.
High school quarterback in Alabama dead after a head injury in game.
Oh,
He was taken to the hospital after the game and then died like 2
Just
hours after.
I'm going to ask. Is there video?
I'm sure there is. I didn't see any.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's helmet to helmet contact or
Correct.
something.
Yep. Head injury.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Classic Max.
Yep. This is cool.
Speaking of, he's called me tonight.
Sure.
He called me while this was going on.
Sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He does
when I went
that.
over here and I swiped up on my phone, it's because he called me.
He does that.
I did not
Oh,
give
yeah.
him my real number.
This is really cool, and there is video of this. Chris Hemsworth, heard of him?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Thor.
Yep.
Chris Hemsworth comes out at Ed Sheeran show and plays drums.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even know he could do that.
Little drummer boy. Huh?
I
beat you to it. Sorry.
even say it. He's not a little drummer.
I
boy, by
beat
the
you
way.
to it.
no, he's a leviathan.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. In Brazil, heard of that place?
They like soccer?
Sure.
Okay.
In Brazil, the Supreme Court officially bans Twitter/X indefinitely in the country. And then, your mind goes to, well, just VPN. Who cares?
Okay.
VPN users will be fined $8,000 per day if found they're using Twitter/X in Brazil.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
It's a little rough. So, I wonder what alternate site they're going to use then.
Truth Social.
Threads is the only other, like,
What is it?
Threads, which is
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said friends again. I'm like, we're back on that?
Let's see here.
Going back to MySpace.
Yeah. And we're not gonna Just skip past Colby saying Truth Social, by the way.
Oh no, I heard him say it.
Well,
I really
quit
did.
pushing your agenda on me. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Go fuck your gun. All right, here we go. Next. What happened?
I don't even have a gun.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened.
All right.
Okay, this is actually kind of sad too. God,
Why?
Yeah, I didn't
What the
realize,
hell?
I didn't realize.
A week of depression.
This guy
here.
was actually brought up in our top 5 TikToks we shot earlier today.
Okay.
Joey Lawrence, which is the oldest brother,
Oh, yeah.
okay, ripped out of his mind. Mm-hmm. Joey Lawrence going through a public divorce now after cheating on his wife with a co-star of a new movie he's shooting.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
Nope.
Why does this feel? Am I having deja vu?
No, it's just that's what you do. Here's the thing that's not big. Like people get divorced all the time, but I follow their podcast pretty closely, Brotherly Love, right? And it's just them 3 talking whatever. And he did a podcast where he talked all about it, and it's really sad, man.
You definitely brought this up last week because you're like, I'll be very intrigued to see.
Oh, there you go. So this is the follow up. There you go.
Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
So I'm
like, this isn't just in my brain.
They did. He did an episode, and he's clearly, it. I don't have to tell you guys that shit sucks, right?
I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't that. It was more like, imagine what you guys went through, and then imagine being in the public eye and being on every blog ever with every detail of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it fucking blows.
I was, but
Well,
Well, and then you're going to get the court of
True
public
social,
opinion coming after you also.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no, that's
So
no
his
fun.
basically it actually was really well done. His whole thing was just like you don't know what people are going through, and just because it's a celebrity, they're still human, and try to find compassion for anyone going through that. Which that's a great message. But it was kind of sad, man. Like it was him on camera, but then they cut to Matt and
Joey. Matt, Joey, Justin.
No, oh God, I always blank the youngest one.
Because he sucks.
No, he's the star of Horse Sense. Anyway, they cut to them and they were like tearing up because they could see they're really close brothers. You know what I mean? Like it's
Hey, there's 3 of
tough
us.
watch. Well, yeah. Oh, I almost said Joey Lawrence going through a divorce again because I didn't cross it off here.
That's the deja vu right
There
there.
we go.
You should talk about personal things so we can pan to Fost and I. We can cry.
All right, I shot a 48. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for your services.
I laugh.
Big Sean's 6th studio album dropped yesterday called "Better Me Than You."
I have not listened to it yet, but I saw it
I
drop.
haven't listened to it either.
I gave it a
Are
1.
there? Huh?
Go ahead.
Is it fully? There's no cussing on it.
No, there's definitely cussing on it.
Okay, maybe I popped on the one that because usually on Spotify it has E's next to it if it's explicit.
Yeah.
I must have clicked on the one
Yeah.
that was
No, there's definitely cussing.
edited. I was like, is he doing a full album that's not?
I will say though, so
He's the clean guy now.
I listened to it all
Yeah.
the way through. It came out Thursday, so yeah, last 2 days. I really like it. I love Sean. It's a different vibe though, and what it is it's like, it's more like really mature mental health. I'm in a really good place in life,
Good for him.
kind of thing, which is awesome.
Kind of having a zen
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
But for me, it's missing I think Sean is top 5 ever rapper for talking shit. And it's missing those songs to me. There's some great songs on it, but it didn't have the one. It didn't have I don't fuck with you. It didn't have that one where you're just like, oh yeah, he's talking
Bounce back.
crazy shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Kind of out of his element. You
Exactly.
feel like.
So it's a new, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to adapt, and he just had a daughter with Janae Aiko, and he seems like in a really good place. So that's good. But yeah, it was missing one of those.
Well, if you want the shit talk, you just go back and listen to those other albums. There's
I
plenty
guess.
of
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Oh man, you want to talk about jealousy? I wish this was me. A couple, where was this? Michigan or something like that. A couple having sex in the back of their Range Rover crash into the river. They were in the back, and then someone accidentally hit the gear shift.
Oh no!
Could you imagine you're in the back seat of your car?
Put the parking brake.
Are they dead?
You're in the
Oh, really?
You're in the back seat of the car, right? And then your
been there.
car just starts rolling toward the river.
Yeah.
That would be fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'd have to take the booster seats out, but yeah. Did either of them get to finish though? That's really what I want.
They both finished life.
Right, you might want to write that down.
They both finished life. That's actually I like that. I like
life.
that.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's good.
Funny.
Yeah, go ahead and write that.
Coming up next on 1,000 Worst Ways to Die.
That's funny.
Fucking and then
Die. I mean, that's the way to go out, though. That's how I want to go out.
Me too.
Easily.
A fuck and a swim.
Yep. I like to do these every once in a while to make us feel old.
All right.
Netflix was created 27 years ago.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, they did like the mail order service
Correct.
for movies.
Correct. Not the streaming service.
Yeah,
that's right.
Way before the
Not
streaming,
the streaming
part of it.
service, but yeah. That's still wild, though. Because I remember when it came out.
Didn't they come
do
in like
you?
these like little just like red CD sleeves?
Yeah,
or
it was just a
whatever?
sleeve.
Yeah.
Why am I
yeah,
thinking
correct.
Redbox though?
No.
That wasn't the same type of thing?
No. This was Netflix, like, used to be in, like, your normal ads. And it was like, rent this movie, and they mailed it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy though,
27 years?
Like, well, I want to watch this movie, but I really want to watch it in like 4 days.
That's how it used to be, man.
Yeah.
No, it's
How it used to. I remember waiting weeks till my mom would, like, go to Hollywood, and I'd be like, okay, I really want this.
those
Mom,
were,
I just need to rent this one
those
movie
were
or
the-
game.
Those were the days though, man. It's like it's Friday, your parents get off
yeah.
of work.
Oh,
You're
come
like,
on now.
I'm gonna have someone come and spend the night
Yeah.
for like a night or two
Yeah.
or whatever.
Pizza
Like,
on
all
the
right.
way, hit that Hollywood.
All right, you guys can get 2 movies.
Correct.
Yep.
And maybe if you like schmooze it up a little
Yep.
bit, maybe you could also get a game.
Correct.
Too.
Yep. And then you head back. You got the lube and a beanbag.
You might be able to talk mom and dad up to a PG-13 movie.
Sure.
Maybe.
That's right. That
Yeah,
was
maybe they'll let me
That
go
was
to the,
tough.
That was.
Yeah, maybe they'll let me go to the horror section this time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And they'd have to read the back and see why it's rated a certain way. This says strong language. We don't agree
Right.
with that in this household.
Yep.
Yeah, back when you got the synopsis on the back.
I do remember that.
We
man.
sound like fucking old heads now, huh?
I am.
Here we go. This will be good. A Vince McMahon docuseries is in the works on Netflix.
Nice.
I'm super interested in that.
What a wild story.
He's the
Wild.
genetic jackhammer.
Yeah, just a wild story.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Love them.
Quentin Tarantula.
Quentin Tarantino says that Toy Story 3 is one of the best movies he's ever seen.
Wow.
And that's the reason he will not watch 4 or anything else.
Really?
Yep.
Has he seen the first 2? I
Yeah,
wonder.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh, he has.
But
Okay.
he says he refuses to watch 4 or anything else they make
Because it should just
he
be
said
done.
3 is one of the best
Yeah,
movies he has ever seen.
He
It
said
is the best one.
Yeah,
it's not.
I think
Oh my God, you are high.
It's not. It's not.
I think in that interview they had with him, he said that there was zero reason to make any movies after that.
Yeah.
I agree.
like-
But who?
But it's a money grab.
That's
well,
such
it's
a,
not even
like-
a money grab. Like people want it
It's
still.
such a- I personally think that's a movie snob thing to say. Like, who the fuck cares? Make more things. Who gives a shit?
Make a million of them.
I think it was just like it had the perfect ending.
It did.
3 ended perfectly, and if it would have ended there, it's perfectly fine.
I think that's what he meant.
But
like you didn't necessarily have like an inherent reason to make 4, like to continue the story. Like the story didn't need to continue.
Nobody cares about Bonnie.
yeah, and 4 is my least favorite of the 4.
I agree.
Yeah,
2's the best. Here we go.
1's the best.
This is wild. This is actually wild. This is a follow up from last week. But
Okay.
Ronaldo passes 50 million subscribers in 7 days.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
50 million
That's pretty
subscribers in 7 days.
That's
What
pretty good.
the hell?
It's a lot of subscriptions for only getting like a couple of
Dude,
videos
that is
every year.
bananas.
Soccer's huge,
People
huh?
really like them.
It is. It is the most popular sport in the world.
For sure. And it's not even close. Another sad one. This is just kind of a remembering thing. Chadwick Boseman this week passed away 4 years ago.
Yep.
4
I was camping when I heard the news.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
No.
It
That's
feels
perfect.
It definitely feels longer than that to me.
I 2 exes ago, she was visiting here, and we were under the West Salem Bridge, just down at the water there. And I opened my phone, and I saw Chadwick Boseman pass, and I was like, no, there's no way. It's
fake.
one of those, like, there's no way.
Fake news.
And then, like, you go read, and you're like,
And then it's everywhere.
Cancer. And then you go, oh, he didn't tell anyone. And like, he filmed almost all of Black Panther Endgame, like very sick, and still didn't tell anyone. It's like, dude, that one sucked, man.
Then he went home.
Mainly because like outside of Black Panther, he acted his ass off in a lot of great movies, man. I think he was on his way to being an elite actor.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Yeah, I kind of want to go watch 42 again.
Dude,
He's so good in that.
there's a
Holy
movie that I
shit.
saw with him, and it was like a, what would you call that? Like a courtroom movie, and he was trying to help get someone off I can't remember. It was so good,
trying to get
though.
someone off.
I'm always trying to do that.
Steve Harvey, heard of him?
Yep. I love his mustache.
Steve Harvey on stage says about Cat Williams, "I'll knock your short ass out."
Oh my God. Why does he doesn't like him?
Cat Williams.
He towers. Oh, well, so does everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
But he towers.
Cat
over
Williams in for a long time has really shit on Steve Harvey in all of the Kings of Comedy.
What the fuck? I love Steve Harvey.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, he's a national treasure.
But
Man.
like, from what Cat Williams says, there's a lot of sketchy stuff went on back then. So,
Okay. Well, fuck him.
oh boy, this is our future.
What do you
This
got?
next one is our future.
Our future, huh?
Genuinely wild too. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Travis and Jason Kelsey. Heard of them?
Yes.
only a time or two, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arguably the best tight end ever and the best center ever. They also have a podcast called New. He is the best center ever.
All right.
Who's the better center ever? He's the best. He's the number one best center ever.
Greg Ostertag.
Sure. I don't have Travis
not
Kelce.
basketball.
I actually don't have Travis as number one, but he's gonna win.
He
He's
could probably
gonna
get
be
that.
on his
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, for
fourth
sure.
Super Bowl. And anyway,
I don't follow linemen, so I don't know.
they have a podcast called New Heights,
Yep.
right? New Heights, this is our future, signs a 3-year deal with Amazon for $100 million.
That's a pretty good deal right there.
Hell yeah, man.
So their podcast is just going to be on Amazon?
No.
Is that what-
So that's yes, but no. So normally these podcasts are signing non-exclusive deals. So it'll be homed. Their home will be Amazon.
Okay.
It can be everywhere. It's like what Rogan did with Spotify, but it was on YouTube and everywhere else. Like
Gotcha.
it's
Okay.
just, yeah.
I did just randomly see they had Sandler on.
Yeah, it was a great episode.
I didn't watch it, but
That show is their show is genuinely really good, and it's just because I like people who are at a really high level talking about, like, when they talk about football. I think I've said this before. When you watch them talk about football, you go, "Oh, I don't know football." It's one of
For
those.
sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
it's the way that they talk about seeing things. I'm like, oh yeah, I know football, but I don't know football.
You
know what I mean?
You don't know the inner workings.
And
like that.
they're obviously they're like our age, so they were like freaking out having Adam Sandler on.
yeah.
And Sandler's like the nicest dude ever. Yeah, it's a really good episode. Anyway, $100 million with Amazon. That's our future.
It's a damn good deal right there.
What would you do with $33 million?
Yeah, you don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
I'd pay off about 27% of my debt.
Let's see here. Oh, we already talked about that. Adam Sandler being on.
Oh, perfect. You're welcome.
Okay.
He did say that he is a huge Taylor fan.
I'm
So
because he has daughters, but
Colby's
yeah.
not watching Sandler anymore.
Nope. I tried to watch him on Rogan. I was like, it's kind of boring now.
Yeah, and Rogan's.
Anyway,
Boy.
they're both boring.
Let's see here. Dunkin' Donuts, heard of it?
Uh-huh.
Dunkin' Donuts is launching a $6 meal, which includes a coffee, a breakfast sandwich, and hash brown bites.
Ooh.
It's a great
You know
deal.
what? I love a hash brown bite, man.
We got to travel how far to get
Yeah,
one?
I was
though?
going to say, how far away do we have to go for
Yeah,
this?
it's a ways.
Can't DoorDash that.
It's a ways.
But your delivery fee would be
They're
really,
dude,
really bad.
In New York, it's seriously every 2
Dunkin'
blocks.
is?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
really?
every 2 blocks. It's everywhere. Okay. This one's going to be controversial for us because we grew up with these.
Okay.
I want to know what you think.
Yep.
Capri Sun
I've heard of it.
is launching bottled version.
No.
Of Capri
what
Sun.
are you doing?
There is a rumor
Like a
they
plastic
will
bottle?
that they will no longer do pouches.
Oh, that's some hot.
They are moving.
That's
They already
hot
have
bullshit.
they already have like a mock-up of it, and it looks like a Prime. You know what I mean? It looks like a just a.
Oh no.
Well, I guess you
No,
can't
no,
really
no.
recycle the little pouches.
No.
You know how you.
Yep, no, they're. It's. I agree, but
It's weird.
Look,
that's weird.
I get reducing the carbon
That's
footprint
weird.
and all that shit, but like half of the fun with the pouch was trying to stab the thing through the hole.
I never did the whole ever.
They still have to find a way to have that, satisfaction.
don't
I don't even know how. But like most of the reason why people are good with, well, I shouldn't say good, but some people are really good with recycling cans
Yeah.
and bottles. It's
Yeah.
because you get 10 cents back where we live
Sure.
for every can and bottle that you return.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a Capri Sun.
Right.
Currently.
I remember being really disappointed. I dumped out a Capri Sun into a glass one time, and it was just clear. I remember being disappointed by that.
It's got like a
Yeah.
semi-piss color.
And I've never once used the straw hole in my life.
You stab the bottom?
Yep.
You're a fucking
Sharp
psycho.
point.
You're a
That's
psycho.
Yeah, that's some weird shit.
That's called being
also-
resourceful.
What is under your bed?
Also, speaking of deposits,
Yeah.
I was looking at I had just like a can of something at work the other day, and I looked at the lid, and they like show what the deposits are in every state. And California has like the cash refund value
Yeah.
one or whatever the fuck that is.
Yep.
And there's like a whole bunch of states that have like the regular 5-cent one. Oregon and Hawaii, I think, have the 10-cent one.
Yeah.
And then fucking West Virginia has a 1 penny one.
Oh, per thing.
What's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, cost of living is probably a little lower there too.
I don't know. I just saw that. I was like, that's the stupidest deposit. You may as well just not even have one if you're going to do it for a fucking penny.
It would cost more to drive there to do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, this is actually pretty wild. A tech expert says that certain YouTube videos can help water damaged phones.
What?
And what I mean by that is I read the article and he said there are certain videos on YouTube that if you play at a loud volume, the frequency of that video can shake water
I thought you were gonna tell me it like heats it up.
out of a waterlogged phone.
You just run your phone a whole bunch, it'll heat up, right?
But heat wouldn't do anything for a waterlogged phone.
So the
But
frequency
the
of
frequency is minimal, but it apparently will shake it loose.
Oh, okay.
Pretty wild.
I mean, provided that the water didn't do damage to the motherboard or anything.
Pretty wild. You ever had a waterlogged phone? You ever had to throw it in rice?
I did, but the
once.
rice did not help.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
definitely. I've saved multiple phones with rice.
Really?
Yeah.
Most of these phones now, I mean, you could pretty much drop in water, pull it out, and they're
They're water resistant.
Yeah. Not waterproof. Yeah.
Yeah, I take mine in the shower all the time. I gotta get all those good angles. What?
I didn't say
I
you said
was-
something. I didn't say anything.
I was just going to let it go right by.
All right. We've talked about this for a different brand before.
okay.
But the timing of this, I think, is cool, which is Pizza Hut last week launched a pizza box that turns into a table for college move-in week.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's
I like
cool.
that a lot.
Saw that.
Yeah, why not?
They're also the ones that are, if you film yourself
Yeah.
a TikTok with their product, that they'll give you a free za, right?
Yep.
Nice. They're doing well.
Oh, boy. Big news here, Colby. Okay.
All right. Hopefully that caught.
Big news here. Ready?
Yep.
This isn't the same, but we're getting closer.
You know that's going to be bad too, right?
Soon in the U.S., McDonald's is launching a chicken Big Mac.
I saw this. Yeah.
Now, I got to say this. Half of the things that I brought up last week, you said I saw this. I'm going to need you to stop looking at the fucking news.
Sorry.
Holy shit, man.
I'm not bringing it up before you talk about it,
Christ.
though. I can say that I noticed it in the world. But I'm not pulling a Fost and saying, did you do that? And you're like, fuck, it's on the list.
We're getting closer to that chicken sandwich now.
Yeah, but what is on this? Okay, I didn't look too much into it, obviously. What is actually on this thing?
It's the same as a Big Mac,
With an
instead
extra bun?
Yep,
They're just
in the middle,
McChickens in there.
and then it's just McChickens in it instead of.
It's not gonna have any type of
Instead of
sauce on it.
It'll have the Big Mac sauce on it.
On a chicken burger, it's gonna have the Big Mac sauce.
Correct.
But you would do it without, obviously.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting closer to the.
closer.
I know.
It's not the same,
I saw a video today.
but we're getting closer.
I got to see what the big arch, the new joint looks
Yeah.
like.
Uh-huh.
It looks really good.
Sure.
Okay.
I guess there's like a challenge going out where people are trying to see if they can eat it in 8 bites or less, because apparently it's a big
Yeah.
burger.
Okay.
And apparently it's some people are having a hard time with that.
What if McDonald's did like a smash burger? I'm sure they've thought of that, but anyway.
Somebody just did that.
Their McDoubles are like smash burgers.
I think
They're already.
Never mind.
I think like Jack in the Box did that.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
It was okay. It's it's expensive.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Okay. Ooh, big news for Fost.
Okay.
I'm gonna save up some shekels here for this.
I don't have any.
0 shekels.
September 20th. Oh, in September, for the 20-year anniversary, the original Matrix is returning to theaters.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going.
I really want to see that in theaters again. I definitely saw it back then, but I was
Pretty young.
11. You know what I mean?
I didn't see the first one in theaters. I saw the second one in theaters,
Yeah.
and the room was so packed that there were people standing.
Yeah.
in-
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to see that first Matrix now in theaters. That would be. The name for the next Jurassic World movie released. It's going to come out July 2nd, 2025. It is called Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay.
It stars Scarlett Johansson.
How do you rebirth dead dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Again,
it's Scarlett Johansson, and I don't remember who else. But
Okay.
I'll watch it. You'll have to, I don't know. You'll have to tell me about this next one. Wendy's is reportedly releasing a real life Krabby Patty.
sure.
Okay.
This fall.
Okay.
What is a Krabby Patty?
I mean, that's from SpongeBob. Clearly,
Fost, can you?
I've never seen SpongeBob.
it's a. I mean, it's a
Is
pretty.
it a
it's
burger in SpongeBob?
It is. Yeah.
Oh.
Like it's a pretty standard burger. I mean, it's got cheese, ketchup, mustard, lettuce, tomato, onion.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's
So it's probably just a marketing thing with
it is.
SpongeBob.
Oh yeah,
then.
it's absolutely a cash grab.
Okay.
And like they will make a shitload of money
Sure,
with that.
sure.
But it's just it's a standard burger.
Got it. Okay.
But you market that for
Right.
kids, and they're gonna make
Right.
a bajillion dollars with that.
I don't know. I mean, you could tell me. I don't think that shows my cup of tea.
No, you would not like it.
And just not for me. And
But-
I get it in pineapple on the sea and blah blah blah. Who gives a shit?
Been a global phenomenon
people
for
do.
almost
Gives
30
a
years now.
flying fuck about living under the sea.
I have a quick question. How many Dewey cares do you have left there? How many would you say?
10.
Okay, I'm going to take the first official pee break
Okay.
on vid.
Here we go.
A 30-second.
Sure.
Does this?
Are you gonna walk across the screen?
No, I'm going
What's
to go
your
up.
route?
I'm going to go up. I'm
Oh,
going to
you're
go
gonna go
up
up.
and come down. I think that's easier.
This is an interesting.
I think
play
that's
now.
I think that's the
Is
better
that the
route.
right move?
It is.
I think you go in front of the camera. I think you just hustle.
You think so?
Yeah,
but
do
I
it.
think I have to grab something out of the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well then, go ahead.
Is this important to me?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm
you're-
going quick. Time
While
me.
you're up there,
Yes.
do you want to grab me a Montucky cold snack up there?
What did you just say?
It's the beer
Give
in
him
the
a
fridge.
Montucky cold slap?
No, a cold snack.
It's called a Montucky cold snack?
Yeah.
I have never heard those words together in my life.
It's in your fridge right
okay, that was really. I just like it hit my ear and I was like, That's a lot of words in a row. I don't understand.
That's like the episode of Friends where he goes, "What?
What? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh, that really threw
dude.
me off. I was
That
like,
gag reel is so funny when they're doing the ping pong game.
oh, come on.
She just starts spouting a bunch of gibberish, and he's just like, "What?" Love it.
We're not
I
taking an
totally- I
official
totally
break
forgot
here,
you
but
had that down
I have
there.
a code red here.
You
Is
do.
this a code red? Yeah, look at that.
Oh, I tried finding it in the Chadwick movie that you were talking about. I couldn't find it.
It was like his 3 or 4 movies ago before he died.
Yeah, I didn't look like really intently at it.
It's so good though. Oh my
Let's
Jesus.
see, Black Panther, 21 Bridges, 42, Get On Up, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom,
Nope.
Gods. He was in Gods of Egypt? I don't remember that.
By the way, he was in a lot of stuff. Jesus Christ.
He sure was.
I don't remember what it was called.
Defy Bloods. I forgot he was.
I told you 30 seconds. Did you time me?
I won't lie to you. That was fast.
Thank you very much.
It really was
Bridges. It was right before Marshall. It's called Marshall. It's about third grade Marshall.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
so good. Oh my Jesus. All right. Well, that concludes our quick. Here we are.
A little
Quick break. And you got your Kentucky mudfuckers or whatever those are called.
You might want to write that one down too.
What are these called?
Go ahead and hand that over.
What are these called? A cold snack. Moon-tucky.
Montucky cold snack.
What did I just call it? A moon.
Moonfucker.
Kentucky.
The Montucky Mudfucker. Oh, there's some ASMR for you.
Sure.
Folks.
Yeah.
There you are. Oh.
That was nice.
That's a good one.
Why'd you put this right in front of me?
Oh. I didn't mean to do that.
All right.
Yeah, we need cup holders, huh?
God, that'd be great. All right, we should ask the fans. Do we want to see? Do they want to see what we're drinking on the table? Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Drive me fucking insane.
Yeah, we just need something off
right.
the area here.
Here we go. I got like 8 more. Here we go.
Okay.
One of my favorite shows in recent history, Only Murders in the Building, is back for season 4. They're releasing 1 episode a week, which is
Normal syndication.
What would you do you like it all? Like if there's 10, you like all 10 at once?
Nope.
You like a weekly?
I do. Yeah.
You know what? I
think
think I am too.
I think it depends on what kind of show it is.
Because this is like a murder mystery show, so they can really cliffhang you, and that's really good for.
Yeah, I think that's the right kind of show. I also think a show. I think that like certain drama shows can also work really well with that.
You know what didn't work for me for the weekly thing was The Last Dance.
Yeah,
because that's just a documentary. There wasn't cliffhanger. There wasn't like you know what I mean.
I didn't like the way that was released. Yeah, I wanted all that at once.
And he sucks at basketball.
Yeah, like a lasso you could watch through.
Yeah. Anyway, episode 1. They're out every Tuesday night at midnight or at 9 a.m. for 9 p.m. for us.
And this is on
Hulu.
Okay.
This
or
is
Disney.
Martin. This is National Treasure Martin Short, National Treasure Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez in it, and it is so well written. Also, this season they always have guest stars for the whole season.
Okay.
This season is Eugene Levy, Zach Galifianakis, and
Where has he been?
dude, he's so good. Zach Galifianakis, Eugene Levy, and who's the really good, attractive woman in Desperate Housewives?
Oh,
She's like unbelievably attractive.
Sofia Vergara.
No. Yeah, but you're on the right track. It's that.
Am I? Oh, okay.
It's
She's not in that, I don't think.
we all know her name. She's like one of the most famous people
oh
ever.
my god, I hate how
Just look it up.
just-
Look it up.
I hate
that
having-
because that's actually gonna bother me.
I hate the fact that I have to look here for that. You're gonna be
Desperate Housewives.
You're gonna be
That's
really.
hilarious.
You're gonna
She's
be
like
really
one of the most
upset.
famous people ever.
You're gonna be really upset.
100%.
Well, let's see here. Eva Longoria.
Thank you, Eva Longoria.
Oh.
So it's Eva
Okay, I've never
Longoria.
seen the damn show.
It's Eva Longoria, Eugene Levy, and Zach Galifianakis. Those are the 3. It's so good, man. Anyway, first episode came out. It has a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes
Nice.
for that episode. God, I could not love that show anymore. Here we go. About 8 more.
Okay.
Kind of related. You know what I did this week? I put related stuff next to each other.
Look at you.
He's getting better at grouping.
Selena Gomez spotted with a ring on her finger.
I thought you were going to ask if we've heard of her.
I've heard of her in my.
She's got a ring on it?
So she's been dating Benny Blanco for a while, who is a
Idiot.
just an incredible songwriter. He's written every big song you've ever heard. But like he's like a weird looking dude, and the fact that he's with Selena Gomez and potentially gonna marry her, it's one of those where you're like you get a little hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this
Yeah.
dude's like he looks like Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like he's that's a good pull if you see him, it's a good pull.
Okay.
Trust me.
It's the same. It's the same way.
Trust me.
It's the same way that women like a Pete Davidson.
There you go. Correct.
I don't get it.
Yep.
I don't get it. The guy looks like he hasn't slept in 47 years.
Correct. Yep.
Well, I mean, you don't know. You don't know his story.
Yep.
That's
Maybe
true.
he hasn't.
This is him.
Okay.
Let me see.
Tell me that's not Peter Pan.
What is that thing?
Yeah, that's Benny Blanco.
That's
That's him with that shirt. That's the guy that pulled Selena Gomez.
Huh.
that dude.
I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy on the planet.
What
but
am I doing wrong?
you might want to write that one down
That's,
too.
that's very
What am I
good.
doing?
Yeah, that's actually.
Damn, man.
Yeah. I'll write that down.
I don't know.
Guy looks like a fucking horseshoe.
I told you he looks like Peter Pettigrew. Anyway, she's spotted with ring on her finger. Who knows? But they've been together for a while. So
Okay.
here we go. Oh, dude, I do have a video for this. If you want, I gotta show you this. Just people at home. Maybe if we can figure out who's gonna edit this and all this shit, maybe I'll put the video on the thing.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But this
little,
is
picture in
genuinely
picture action.
I'll go to the talk for this. This is genuinely insane. Search.
I actually don't even mind this when you have to do something like that, because some of the podcasts I watch that are filmed, they have a computer in front of them the whole time.
Yeah.
In Delaware.
Whatever.
In Delaware,
Yeah, I've heard of
a
that.
golfer was hit by a crazy Ford Bronco on the course. Did you see a video of that?
Yes, I did.
It is
No.
What's the context
Here, let me-
of this?
dude? Look at this.
Hold on, I gotta put a headphone in.
I'll turn it up. Ready?
What the fuck?
Dude,
He's like, throw me that fucking golf club.
look at that.
Jack off, I'll hit that fucking window.
Isn't that wild?
That dude's cruising.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He blows through that second golf cart, first of all. I want to know what the context
I'll
is.
tell you what,
'Cause,
man.
Like, that dude had to do some
Holy.
real shit.
I wish I would get hit by a car on a golf course. I'm suing the fuck.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
getting a crazy check.
But how
Come
would
hit
they?
me. Come hit me with your Corolla over at Crest Creek.
All right. Don't tempt me.
Like, do you think that was on like hole 18 or something? Or do you think that guy was
and
like,
from what I heard, like I thought it was probably like, you know, I don't know, some dude found out this dude was cheating on
That's
something like
exactly-
that. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, that's
but
where my mind
apparently from
goes.
the story, it's unrelated. Like this Bronco was just trying to hit somebody.
Okay.
that's fucking crazy. Yeah. And like, considering how fast
Bananas.
he was driving,
Yeah.
like, he
Yeah.
probably went into the course a little bit.
It's bananas.
He watched too much Happy Gilmore when they try to like wipe him out.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, here we go.
I'll bet he sunk one hell of a putt afterwards, though.
Oh yeah.
I got 7 more here. Leah Remini.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. Did anyone else have a big crush on her back in the day?
Absolutely.
Sure.
King of Queens. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I had such a crush on her.
She hosts a show called People Puzzler.
Yeah, she's insane now. But files for divorce. She's going to be single.
Oh really?
Got a chance.
I don't know if I want. I mean, well,
I think she's.
Have
I think
you,
she's crazy.
she's a Scientology
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Scientology baddie.
Well, no, I think that she's trying to get out of it.
Okay. Still,
Have you seen her documentary where she talks about Scientology
No.
and like how insanely fucked up it is?
and we still watch Tom Cruise movies.
That is true.
Here we go. Boy, oh boy. In my opinion, yesterday, game of the year for WNBA, Fever versus Sky. It's the rematch. It's Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. It was the most expensive WNBA ticket ever. How much do you think tickets were for that game?
Is this like an average? Because they're
Yeah,
all
just average. Correct. Yep.
I can't imagine they were very expensive to begin with.
185.
There you go. So
Yeah.
so you got to think last year they were probably $40.
Yeah.
That's 185.
I'll say 290.
Okay. And so this game the game wasn't necessarily for anything season wise, but really it was being kind of talked up to who's going to win Rookie of the Year, because Angel Reese is having a crazy year, and then also Caitlin Clark is averaging 18, 8, and 8. So
Yeah.
the average ticket for the Fever and Sky rematch yesterday was $1,045.
Holy. Wow. That's way more than I thought.
The
it
hell?
would be.
Isn't that bananas? Yeah. Biggest game of the year, though. And Caitlin Clark absolutely smoked them.
Yeah.
She had like, 31, 14, and 9 or something
Yeah.
crazy. Angel Reese had like 4 points and 9 rebounds.
And a bunch of
something
rebounds.
like
Yeah.
that.
That's all she does.
I actually watched a little bit of
I
that
did
game
too.
last night.
I watched a lot of it.
Do you know where I watched that game? If you could believe it.
Sherry's.
In a Packers
okay,
blanket.
Okay, well let me rephrase this. What streaming service do you think I saw this on?
Tubi.
Justin
Yes.
TV.
What's it do?
Tubi somehow had WNBA rights to do that with.
Okay.
To be continued. You know?
Yeah, I jumped on and I was like, oh, you guys have something live streaming? I was like, it's the WNBA? What the fuck?
I think. Anyway, I it was a really big game, and I think Caitlin kind of clinched Rookie of the Year
She has
because
to.
not only is she averaging 18, I think she's 18, 8, and 7, which is great, but also the Fever are like winning games. You know what I mean? And last year they won.
They were the worst team in the league
2
last year,
games.
weren't they?
Yeah.
So that's literally a most valuable player. So there you go.
Or Rookie of the Year.
Or sorry, Rookie of the Year. Yeah.
Wins in the column and butts in the seats.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's a winning combo.
She should also win MVP, to be honest. You want to talk about most valuable player? Who's putting butts in seats?
Sabrina.
It's her, man. Yeah, oh, baby. Love me some Sabrina. Okay, this is wild. And it sucks because it's what I use every time. But a tire explodes on a Delta plane in Atlanta at the airport. So I don't know if you know, but these tires are pretty huge.
Oh, they're
big
massive.
ones, right?
Yeah.
And they're this thick.
Yeah.
Like they're huge. One exploded at the Atlanta airport, and the worker who was right next to it was found dead and unrecognizable. Oh. He was only ID'd by his ID lanyard.
Ooh.
So that thing just completely
You
wiped him off the face of the earth.
He
went out quick.
This tire's probably 6 feet tall and
Or
4
more.
feet in. You know what I mean? Like huge.
And probably like
And it just
1,000
It just
pounds.
exploded, and he was right by it.
Oh, the amount of pressure. Yeah, he didn't feel it.
just Insane.
I don't know why I didn't register the exploding part, and so
Yeah.
I thought that was just like a Looney Tunes grade, like it squashed him into a pancake on the ground kind of thing.
All right, a few more here. Cooper Cup sells his mansion in Wilsonville, Oregon, for $3 million.
He had a mansion in Wilsonville, Oregon?
Yeah, he loves Oregon.
Okay. Isn't he from...
I think he is, isn't he? Didn't he play at like?
He played at Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he likes Oregon.
All right, 4 more. 49ers first round pick Ricky Pearsall shot during a robbery.
Yeah, I saw a video of him today, like walking out.
Yeah.
Like he got shot and his shirt is off, and he literally just walked out with the paramedics after getting shot.
Wild.
It's impressive
kinda
because
like
he got shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Oh, did he really?
And he like walked it off.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Wild.
See you in week 1, Ricky.
Maybe he has bulletproof skin.
Yep. Who do you guys have winning the Super Bowl? We'll do an official thing, but just off the top of your head.
Niners. I have to.
I don't want to say it, but just give me the Chiefs again. Get it over with.
Yeah, it's house money, baby.
Yep.
Let's see here. Do you know who FaZe Banks is? He's the owner of FaZe.
Yeah.
You seen him?
Yeah.
FaZe Banks says they're working on a Pimp My Ride type show, but for PCs.
Like pimp your PC.
Now, let me tell you something. That sounds stupid.
It's dangerously close to pimp my pussy.
I bet that does really well.
I would
Like,
watch
could you
it.
imagine, like, they show up at your house and they're like, here's
Yeah.
my PC, and then they just completely revamp everything?
They should do like your whole setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole room.
Like if it's a kid that has like his own room, but it's like
I think that's a hit.
like an AMSA. He's got like a mid-tier PC and a canoe in the back.
Fucking canoe.
They show up in his room and he's like, oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
I'm AMSA, and then they just pimp out his whole fucking.
I'm watching that.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be cool.
It's a
That'd be
good show,
cool,
man. It's a good idea.
They buy him all the cologne.
Dude. God, that dude.
Shout out to AMSA.
Shout out to Amazon. All right, 2 more. This is really cool. I'm a very big fan of this person as a comedian and just a person. I listen to her podcast every day or every week. And this is a really huge thing. Nikki Glazer picked to host the Golden Globes.
Wow, good for her.
Wow.
Dude, you want to talk about a year she's having a
She's on a little bit of a roll,
crazy
huh?
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on a roll for sure.
And that's why Golden Globe, she's in talks. And I think people just see. Now, here's what I was thinking, like, and she was talking about it on her podcast of like, you can't just go up there and do a roast,
right.
right? But you can Kinda. You know what I mean? Like every host kind of roast. They're like, oh, Tom Cruise in the building, blah, blah, and they say a little joke. I think Nikki is going to crush that.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Seriously. And Golden Globes is at the perfect level where it's not the Oscars and it's not the MTV Awards. It's at that perfect, so you can,
Kind of
it's a little more loose.
like a mid-tier one.
Yeah,
Be a little more edgy.
I mean, it's a huge accomplishment. Like, you know, you'll say Golden Globe Award winner, blah, blah, but it's not the Oscars where, like, you can't even joke at the Oscars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's
well, people have
and
tried.
so
that's all suit and tie only kind of
So
thing.
I think Nikki's going to crush that. Shout out to Nikki, and just what a year, man.
Yeah.
What an absolute huge year. The other thing I saw with her is, you know, she's like the biggest Taylor Swift fan. She's gone to 29 Era Tour stops.
Right.
She's a huge Taylor's fan. And so by circumstance, I guess, she loves Travis, of course, because, right? And apparently she's on the first episode of Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity with Travis.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's probably wild for her too, of being like, holy shit, I'm like getting closer and closer, you know, like
Yeah. I'm sure they've talked
wild,
before.
man. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
All right, last thing I want to talk about. We don't have to go deep into this, but I did want to bring this up. We had some, to put it frankly, we had some drama this week
I know this.
with fantasy football.
Oh my.
Our commissioner, Jacob. And you know, I hate to say this because you know, I love the guy, but
You hate to call him by his full name, you know.
Every year there's something. Every year this guy's playing games with us. And
We all need to stare into the camera.
so
right now.
I'm out golfing at Red Tail with Huss, and I look at my phone after 4 holes, and there's 50 texts.
Yeah.
And I go, oh boy, what now?
God, there's so many that come
The
in.
first one I see is Kurt saying, is Matty going to even play since the conspiracy that Jake is first isn't happening or something? Because Jake's been first like 5 years in a row.
There was like, there's gonna be a docuseries. There's gonna.
So basically what happened, I know no one out there cares about this. I just had to bring it up. Basically what happened was he used the random generator, right? So he wrote down all 12 names, and they randomized it 3 times. And that is going to be our draft order for fantasy. Okay?
On the third press.
I watched the video, and he goes random, 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 and I was pick 6, which is what I wanted. And then he goes, wait, did that work? And press it again. And that's what we went with.
Yeah. Was the thinking, and I was
He
kind of
didn't think it worked. He didn't think it worked.
my thinking was he was going to press it 3 times. So after the third one, there would be a 4th, right? Or no?
What?
If
You press
went
it once, there's the thing.
2, 3.
There's the thing. 3.
Maybe he
there's the thing.
thought. Okay, maybe I should be saying. Maybe he thought after 3. I don't know, which would make 4, but
Yeah, well, get the fucking kratom out of your ears or whatever the fuck you do and run this goddamn league.
I don't know. I don't know. What is it with you and kratom
I don't
lately?
know, man. I don't know. I just see signs for it outside of dispensaries or whatever.
And convenience stores too.
Sure.
yeah,
I don't even know.
yeah,
what it
for
does.
sure. I actually don't know. I didn't look too much into it.
I watched the video. He posted the video in Discord.
I did too, but it like froze and then it wouldn't.
Did it freeze?
Yeah.
Or was that an edit?
I don't know.
Who
I'm
knows?
an editor. You'd think I would know, but
I definitely didn't watch it. I was cooking at that time.
Yeah.
And it was just really hectic
I don't
at the
know,
moment.
man.
And then I finally went back and looked at it and I was like, oh God,
Now,
this is gonna be
I
something.
want to also say though that so now I'm pick 1.
you are.
This is a snake draft with 12 people, so I'm gonna have pick 1, 25, and 26. So I'm missing out on literally the top 23 people. I'm gonna keep 1 though. I've done a lot of mock drafts. And I think getting that best player and then 25, 26 actually is going to work out real well.
He just wanted to bring it up though.
I just want to bring it up.
No, I but also as the number 1 pick, you have a lot of like leeway. You have a lot of, you can play your cards Because like you're talking to KJT and you're thinking like, hey, you want to make something of this thing.
Yeah.
You know, you have a lot of
The way I've done a lot of mock drafts, and literally every time I go CMC 1, everyone picks wide receivers, running backs, and it's all the good players.
Yeah.
By 2, the best receiver that's left is oh my God, Tampa Bay, Mike
Evans.
Great player, over 1,000 yards almost every year.
Yep.
And then I get that next one. See?
Yeah.
And so that's when I pick up Mahomes or Allen or something.
Oh, I saw you mock.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
sure.
could actually end up with a top
sure.
receiver, the best player in the league, and an elite, and be the first person to get a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
Yeah.
one
It works
thing
out
that
pretty well.
I think one
sure.
thing that really benefits the person in the one spot is obviously like you get a pick and then it comes back around and you get 2 picks in a row, and then from that point you get a really long time to think about your next
sure,
move.
you do get a lot of time, yeah, but it's a lot of time to watch every player you want go off the board.
that is true.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because
That is true.
It's a lot of picks in between. And then I think pick 4 most of the time was like a Zay Flowers, George Pickens, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Like good players, but like one, you're getting CMC, but then you're missing out on
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other
a
good people.
lot of elite players.
For sure.
So who knows? Anyway,
No matter what, you're going to miss out on players.
take the crane out of your ears and run this goddamn league is insane.
That's
He'll love that.
I think you need to write down "run this goddamn league."
That's pretty good.
What
Too.
do we have so far? Let's recap.
There's
we
a
have
few.
Don't Look at Me.
That's good.
They both finished Life, and What Am I Doing Wrong?
Oh yeah, I
Pretty
forgot.
good.
Yeah.
We're all pretty good.
I forgot I said that.
All right, now this next section I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
I think it's green.
I don't know.
No, it's blue.
Time to put your skills to the test. Ducks are playing, get in your guess. Tell them to Matty and he'll do the rest. And Colby still hasn't finished Marvel.
It's true.
Yeah, that drops like 3 years old. It's still true.
That's awesome.
Go
All
ahead. Yeah, go ahead and explain this unit.
This is
'cause
very
it's,
exciting. So all of us are big Oregon Duck fans, and basically what we do is us 3, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 8. So I got 5 other our friends to give us scores, and basically we just before each Saturday when they play, we just put a score prediction in, and then I do the math and see who's closest.
Yep.
Okay, you won last year.
by a lot, by the way.
You won last year.
But we should say that this competition is only between the 3 of us.
Correct.
But we add in our
we do
friends
add
because
just
it's fun.
for fun. Yep.
Yeah. So I did win
All
last
right,
year.
I have all of the results.
Okay.
So not a great showing for the Ducks today, but it is indeed a W, and we'll take it.
Yep.
I personally think great to get the adversity and the bullshit out first game. We don't need that against
Ohio
good
State.
teams. So get that out. A lot to work on this week, and let's roll.
That won't happen again.
Here we go. The final Duck score today against Idaho, the Vandals, CDS Spuds.
Oh my God.
I hope they. I
You're the
hope, really
worst.
hope they.
You
adopt
really are
that
the
moniker.
worst.
Boy, oh boy, I wish I had a little plate of those circular Izzy's potatoes.
Just carry on.
Remember those things?
I do remember those. Those were delightful.
The final score of the Duck game was 24-14. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready?
Which is crazy.
Do we have a drum roll? We do.
Yep.
Holding this very close to the vest here. In last place,
It's got to be you.
56 points off, was Fost.
Wow.
Yep. 56 points off.
Yep.
Last
I
place.
said. I said.
You said 66-10.
Yep.
In seventh place,
Had to be you.
we have Huss,
Okay.
who said 78-13.
Jesus. 78.
He was 55 off. So 56, 55 Huss.
Okay.
Oh, only because of the 13.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. In sixth place is me. I was 52 off. I said 73-17.
So I won this round, but
In fourth place is
fifth.
Colby.
No, 5th.
No, there's only 7 actually.
Oh, okay.
In fourth place is Colby, who was 42 off.
Jesus.
You said 59-7. In third place is Kurt, who was 41 off.
God.
He said 62-17.
My God. We are all so off.
In second place is Jake,
Okay.
who was only 29 off.
Oh, really?
He said 53-14. So he hit the 14.
Okay.
Yep,
But Oregon was way off.
correct. And in first place,
Jeez.
a person who literally, and I mean literally, doesn't know how football works is Serena, who said 40-8.
Yeah.
She was 22 off.
Her score was 40-8.
40-8.
I thought you said it was something weird like 40-11.
It was 40-8.
Wow. And she was how many off? I missed
22.
Okay.
So congratulations to Serena for winning that.
It means nothing though.
22 off. There you go.
Nice. Okay.
That's fun. I love a duck score.
So do I.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. By the way, I got to tell you, I did a thing at the fair today. Oh, I went to the fair today. I forgot to say that. Serena and I went to the fair today, and inside, I don't know if you saw this, but did you see the guy that was selling $5 mystery bags?
I don't think I did.
Dude.
Did you get
They're
one?
just a bunch of white.
Oh, I saw that at a distance.
Just
Yeah.
a bunch of white bags, and you give them $5, and you can pick. You just pick one, and whatever's in it is what you get.
Yeah.
And it's up to $100 worth of stuff in it,
Yeah.
dude. You want to talk about?
That's
I mean, that's gambling, literal gambling. And I
For
made
sure.
a joke. He was like, I was like, boy, oh boy, I could spend a lot of time here, man. And he goes, yeah, this is call it just the gateway into gambling. And I go, oh no, I'm already there.
Don't you worry about that.
So I handed him a 20. I got 4 bags. And here's the thing. In some of the bags, there's a coupon in them. And if you get the coupon, you get to pick a bunch of, they're like big items, like in the back, right?
Okay.
So I'm picking them up like this, and I get 4. I didn't get a fucking coupon. And it was
course
all random shit, man. I got like a ruler in one.
Okay.
I got
You always need that though.
bracelet, like a bead bracelet in one. You know what I mean? Like that guy who is smart.
Yeah.
You can go get a ruler for 10 cents. And I paid $5 for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That guy is making cash.
He bought that booth for the last 2 weeks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's making cash. I love
That's
that.
awesome. I love it.
All right. Anyway, that's the end of Ducks. Is it trivia time?
It's trivia.
Boy,
Sure
oh
is.
boy.
Trivia time. Trivia time.
Okay, Colby's on trivia this week. Now we are starting a new season.
That's
Season
correct.
3
New
of
season.
trivia.
So if you're new here for trivia, what we do is we have these cards here, and basically a season of trivia is 12 weeks. Okay. And so we have 1 through 12, numbers 1 through 12. And so Colby's on trivia this week, which means he has the question. That's
correct.
So Fost and I will be answering, or try to answer, and we make a wager for what we think.
before the question
Correct.
too.
We make a wager, and then we can never use that number again. And the person with the most points at the end of the 12 weeks wins. And then also, I should tell you that the rules are: if you get it right, you get those points that you wagered. If we both get it wrong, the person with the lower bet wins those points.
If you both get it right, the person who bet the most
Highest,
points
correct. All
gets
right,
it correct.
Voss, there is
Yeah.
your new card, fresh.
At
Fresh
some point, we
card.
started doing like Rochambeau. I don't even remember why.
You guys-
started doing that 'cause
you
we
guys
tied.
a bunch.
Yeah.
So this is week 1.
Correct.
Give us the category, but before we do that, is this going to flag on YouTube?
I don't know.
It probably
You might want to
is.
write down the time
It
just
prob-
in case.
this is definitely going to flag on YouTube. You know what? 222. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Was it
Did you see that?
222? It was. That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, this is okay. This is trivia.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna run the?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it pretty low though, just in case. What is it now?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Sure.
$64,000 question.
Okay.
We've got to remember when we do week 12 again, we got to play that $1 million one because that was some
That was
some
intense.
that was some high stakes shit.
It was.
Hold on.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's fine.
All right.
All right. Give me the category, please.
Let's go. I'm gonna say social media. Social media.
That could be a lot of stuff.
I'm
man. That
dead.
could be a lot of stuff.
I'm dead.
That could be a lot of stuff.
It could be, or this is gonna be super easy for you. Could be.
Could be a lot of stuff.
It could be. Okay. You guys
Here we
wager?
go. Yep.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Week 1 trivia. How many characters did Twitter originally restrict tweets to?
Oh, shit. Wait.
So when Twitter first came out,
I got it.
you can only do so many characters,
But that's not very much.
right? So how many characters
I got it.
did Twitter originally restrict tweets
I
to?
have my answer.
Okay. Do you want to say
I
it?
feel like when it's a number, though, we should like say our answer at the same time. Because when it's that specific of a thing, 'cause
Yeah,
if I say mine, you could just say it. You know what I'm saying?
that's also true.
You know what I'm saying?
But
When
also-
it's that specific.
When we do this, it wouldn't be like who's closer that gets it, right?
No.
It has to be,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like if I say mine and I'm right, he could just say
Do you think you know what it is?
I mean, luckily I was around when it first started.
Yeah. We were. By the way, we were all on the Twitter train real early.
We were.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
We've had Twitter
I
accounts
think it
for
was
like
2009.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had it for a hot minute.
I have a fair idea.
All right, let's just say it.
I don't know if it's correct, but I have a fair idea.
Say it at the same time.
Okay, I'll catch you off.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
60.
140.
So 60, 140.
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
If it's two, I think it might be 240. God damn it.
I think it might be 120.
Shit.
Okay, you're about to find out. All right, trivia. How many characters did Twitter originally restrict tweets to? The answer is 140.
Let's go, baby!
It is 140.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes. I think I know that because of a Joe Budden song. I think he talks about that.
Oh, really?
I think he says something about 140 characters. Yeah.
What did you guess? 60?
No, I think
I guess
That's like next to
Yeah,
I also
for,
think-
for some reason, I thought that it used to be really low,
Like one
and then
line.
they increased it
Well,
up.
that's what I was gonna say. Is I think they increased it to 240 after that.
See, I would have guessed like 120.
Yeah, 140, baby. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
as
great,
soon
yeah.
as he said 140,
You know
I was
what-
like, oh, I think it's.
You know what
120.
really sucks
Okay.
is 90% of my thought process in betting. I was like, I almost did a who cares? I'm just gonna bet 12 and get it out of here. I didn't. That would have been real nice.
Okay,
All right,
so
what'd you bet? Doesn't matter, but what'd you bet?
3.
Ooh, you
So
would've-
pretty low.
You would have won if.
Yeah, I went low.
Okay, I bet 5.
okay,
God
so
damn it!
that's okay.
It's like the easiest question you've ever said.
What do you? I
And
mean,
I bet low.
you have to think about it a little bit. I figured to start the trivia for this section, start a little easy,
Yeah. I like
kind
that.
of like get people on the board.
I like that. I like it.
All right, so Matty's got 5, Foss 0. Obviously, I have
5-0-0.
Yep,
Yes.
cool.
Now here we go. Now
I am on trivia next
here
week.
we go. Now I like this lead I got.
All right, so what's next?
Here we go. Stomach's growling. By the way, what did we eat? Oh, we only had just wings.
Wings.
Luckily,
Well, do you have any
I
of the
had,
garlic bread?
I
Or
didn't eat. I had
poppers?
one little piece of it.
I had like 3 of them. I had also had 2 packets of ramen right before I came over.
Sure.
Oh.
I feel like you guys go through a lot of ramen in the house. Huh?
Oh yeah.
How many a week do you think? Packets.
I mean, I'll do. I sometimes I have weeks where I don't do it.
Everybody.
I mean, I do. I don't know, probably 10,
In a week?
12 maybe.
Just you?
No,
everybody.
me, I do maybe 4 max.
Okay.
But I do
What
2.
kind?
I do 2 at a time.
Sure.
I do 1 shin ramen,
Okay.
and then I combine it with like just a random top ramen.
Sure. Yeah, that's good.
I did shin ramen and pork today.
okay.
It was really good.
Nice. Good pull.
Okay. The next thing we're doing here is I think this is my personal favorite part of the show. I do.
Okay.
And if you're here from the social medias, you'll know this section very, very well. This is top 5s for this week.
Timed.
Nope.
Weekly Top 5. Top 5.
Yeah, label
And basically, what we do with top 5s is kind of like what we do on the show or on the social medias. But normally on here, we do ones that will garner a little more conversation instead of just top 5 cheeses on here.
Even though we did do that early on.
We did. So this one I'm excited for. This is I think this is another Fost joint. I want to say.
No, I brought this up.
this is you?
Just last night when we were sitting here.
Yeah, this is a Colby joint.
Okay.
Yep.
This week we're doing top 5 sporting events we've been to.
Correct. Yeah.
Love it.
And that was a little challenging
I love
because
it.
I had to go through and think, how many things have I been to?
Sure.
Yep.
I love this one.
I actually thought this would be easier, but it seems like
It
you
was
guys
harder.
Were you challenged?
It was a little harder than I thought it was,
Okay.
but I got a good 5.
Okay.
I think the hardest thing about this for me was trying to think, have I been to 5 other things that weren't just duck games?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But who cares? It could have been all duck games. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, but it's nice to
Okay.
have a nice.
That's not a rule, though.
I know it's not. These are all
Yep.
just silly anyway.
Colby, what is your 5? Your 5th favorite sporting event you've been to?
Okay, so my number 5, you both were at.
Oh boy.
And this was back in 2007.
Oh boy.
So this was what, 17 years ago?
Okay.
If my math is right. Mm-hmm. It did not end well
Uh-oh.
at all for anybody.
Oh, you've got this one at 5.
So I have this at 5. I put 2007 Oregon Ducks
be-
versus
gotta be
California
Cal.
Bears. Yeah. This was this a game day? Did we talk about this earlier?
Oh,
Foss?
yeah.
This was game
Oh,
day.
yeah.
This was game day.
And by the way, not just game day. It was drink Burnett's vodka till 3 a.m. and up at 6:10 for game day.
Correct. Do you guys remember what time the game was? It was like a noonish,
Yeah.
12:30 probably. Because by the time
we
the
were
game
up.
ended, it was still daylight.
We
right?
were up real late, though, and up real early.
And then all through the next day.
We smoked a lot of hookah that night.
I put this here, and it's not even a good thing. It didn't turn out well.
Wait, the Cal game, is this the one we lost because of Colvin?
Yep.
Into the end zone, like in the end zone that we
Was
were
this
in
also
too.
the game that Deshaun Jackson had like 400
Yes,
yards on us?
sure
Same
was.
game?
It sure
But
was.
this is also I also kind of put this here because I think this is the game where we ended up in that Oregon Duck book.
Yes.
It is.
Where we
Correct,
have that picture of
correct.
us
Yeah,
behind
we're-
the band,
we're
we're
all-
yelling,
we're all
going fucking
screaming.
crazy.
Correct, yes.
I think it's from that game.
It is.
I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, 'cause
right?
we're in the book because it was the record-setting decibel.
Yeah.
It's also the same game where Jake was kissing a tuba.
Correct.
That is correct.
No, that was a wild time now.
That was a
And
lot
then
of-
Burke drove home, and he was blacked out.
Yeah, so this is like all of us being, what, 20?
That was, by the way, the day that
19, 20.
we drove home after that game.
19.
And I was like falling asleep at the wheel because we didn't sleep and
Yeah.
drank. And that's the game that I drove home and pulled over at
The rest stop.
the rest stop like 5 miles out of Eugene and slept.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I put...
It's a good one.
It's also because it was a huge...
For sure.
A fucking huge game.
Back when Cal was elite.
I think both teams are top 10.
Yeah, it was.
Would have had to been,
big
right?
Game, big
Yeah,
game.
that was when
Not a great outcome, but...
Who was the quarterback throwing to Deshaun Jackson then?
that was Nate Longshore.
It was Longshore.
I don't know
Wow,
why.
I can't believe you pulled that. Holy shit.
I don't know why I remember that.
I don't
But
know either.
For some
Wow.
reason, I was going through the progression of who was on that team at that point.
Nice.
And Deshaun Jackson and Nate Longshore.
Yeah, I mean, we could look it up, but I'm pretty sure Deshaun Jackson had like 290 or something crazy. He went nuts.
I think he had like
that
3
game.
touchdowns too.
Yeah, he went nuts.
He- he-
I mean, he's one of the best college receivers I've ever seen.
Didn't he win like the Bolitnikoff Award
Yeah,
that year or something like
he
that?
went crazy. That I mean, he's faster than ever would. It had great hands. That's just how it goes.
Was
I'll look it up while you do your 5 there.
Lynch wasn't on
'Cause
that
he
team, was he?
No,
That was before
Lynch
that,
was a little
right?
earlier. Yep,
That was like 04. Well, that's when Rodgers was there, right?
correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Foss. What's your 5?
I'm looking it up right now while you do yours.
Number 5. This is such a random game. So number 5. This was like right after Valentine's Day. I don't remember what year it was specifically, but it was. I took Michaela to a Blazers Utah Jazz game. It was like a Valentine's Day present. She really wanted to go to a game.
Okay.
And so I took her to one, and it was just like a regular season game on like a Tuesday night, like just. For no particular reason, but it was back when the Blazers were still respectably good.
Sure.
And that's when Utah was really good. And so we went to that game. We were up in the 300 section, like they were pretty cheap tickets. But we had a really good view, and like the section that we were in, everybody was like super animated. And like the section that was like right down and like to the corner of where we were at was all Utah fans. And so like there was a whole bunch of banter going on back and forth that was all pretty funny.
Yep.
And the game itself was super competitive. There's like a lot of lead changes, especially in the second half. And so like everybody, it was all really super tense. And it was just like the atmosphere was like everything that I've ever wanted from a basketball game. And like I've been to a lot of Blazer games in my life.
Yeah.
Some of which were really entertaining. Like you and I went to one against Denver when Iverson hit a game winner.
Oh no.
I did it again.
Oh no.
It's not. Don't even fucking say that it's every time because it's not. It's not every fucking time.
Oh no.
It's every time if it's happened more than 5 times. It's 5 too many.
Well, we've done 70 episodes, and so 5 is not 70.
Time.
That's not every time.
All right. Well, that's still 5 too many. That's fine. Here we go. I actually have I have a honorable mention I can put there.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Who was on this Utah team? What year was this?
Donovan Mitchell was on the team.
What year? Oh, this was like 4 or 5 years ago?
It was like 4 years ago. So it was like right when they were still good.
What's his name? Like Lauri Markkanen?
Lauri Markkanen wasn't there yet.
No,
this was like Gobert.
Yeah, they were good for a couple years there.
Yeah, this was like right before they sold off.
Who was on
everybody.
Portland though? If they were good,
Dame was still there.
CJ still there?
CJ was still there.
Okay. So
it was like right before they just sold everybody off.
Got it.
And Dame hit a game winner.
Got it.
In that game.
Yep.
And so I don't know. It was just like
he does that.
Yeah, it was just a random game where, for no particular reason, it was just a lot of fun. And I got to see a game winner. And it was just, it was a really cool like crowd engagement, which generally has not happened at games that I've been to.
Sure.
It's usually just kind of like everybody just kind of keeps themselves.
I'll say I've been to a lot of Blazer games. Moda is normally a pretty good crowd.
Yeah,
it is.
Like Portland people really ride for their team. I'll say this though, the last couple years,
not
good. I've been to a couple games and it's quiet. But in their heyday though, Moda is
popping.
Oh yeah. It really is.
Especially in second halves. And like I've been to some games where they've been blowouts, and even those are still fun sometimes. But this is one of the few that I've been to where it was like wire to wire. It was really, really good.
Nice.
That's my 5.
Okay. Oh boy, what did I write on here? Oh, you know what?
Was it that one?
No, it's fine. That's fine.
Do you want to know Deshaun Jackson's?
Yeah. Well, let me guess. 270-3.
No.
I'm gonna say he had 15 catches for 210-3.
Is he over 3?
No. 11 receptions for 161, 2 touchdowns.
Really?
I think,
and they had Justin Forsett as their running back.
We might be talking about. It might not be the same game because he went crazy.
It was the same game.
Did he have a punt return for a touchdown in that game?
Yeah,
because he had 3 touchdowns in that game.
Okay, that's fair.
That was Dennis Dixon, Jace Stewart, and then Colvin was our leading receiver that game.
Yep. And then.
Yep.
Did they have Tim Day on that team? Was he the tight end at that point?
I think. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Tim Day. He was good.
My number 5 is gonna sound like a joke, but I'll explain. My number 5, and this has been a long time, but I'm gonna say this happened in 06. I actually think it might have happened in 05. It's 05 or 06. And this is a real deep cut for most of you watching this, but you guys will get it, and a lot of people around us will get it. My number 5, I'm gonna put the Sea Lake Ballers game.
This is a deep cut.
School.
Well, which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay.
The second one. Long story short, all us 3 and a bunch of our friends used to go to this elementary school that was right by your house called Clear Lake. It's where I went to elementary school, and we just played basketball like every day for hours out there. And basically what we did was we basically made a team called Sea Lake Ballers, right? And then the grade under us also came. A lot of people came and played with us there. It kind of became the place to be during the summer for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
And basically we rented out a court at we call it the deaf school. It's like the Oregon School for the Deaf.
Yep.
And they had a really nice court. And so I think we knew Braden's mom.
Yep.
Braden's mom worked there. And so
That's right.
We rented the court out, and we literally just had an exhibition game between us and the grade below us.
Did they have a team name?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember them having a team.
But it was
name.
like Koppel, Fox.
Koppel would know for sure.
Koppel, Fox, Chad Wright. Like it was that was the whole group.
Keegan in it? Or
I don't think so.
not
No,
Keegan.
no, because Trev wasn't on it. Like
because he would have smoked all of us. But yeah.
Anyway, the cool thing is like it had so many different personalities in it that like we certainly didn't sell out a gym, but we had
people there though.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people at this random gym for a random team that's not a real team You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the epitome of a good time in high school to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went and got custom shirts made.
We really went all out for that too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where did we find money for that?
Well, we didn't pay for the
Oh, I know,
but the only downside, which would be fixed now easily, is I remember we spent the night before. We all got together the night before at your house, and we all picked walkout songs.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
we took my boombox out there.
And the boombox did not work during the game. So I think we got through 2. I think we got through you. You did Fireman.
Definitely.
We got through
By
Huss.
We
Wayne's.
got through like Huss, and then it just wouldn't read the CD. So
CD.
easily fixed now. It's just a playlist.
What was Huss's walkout song? Wasn't it something
I
ridiculous?
think it was Beautiful Girls, wasn't it?
It might
Or
have
like
been.
Mims or something.
Oh no, it was This Is Why I'm
Was
On.
it Mims?
It was This Is Why I'm On.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure mine was Push It to the Limit, or was that yours?
That was me. Yeah, that was me.
Damn, I don't remember. Mine. Actually, I think mine was. It's off the T.I. King album. Ride with Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, we made a whole CD and a whole big thing about intros, and we actually like hired refs, the Andy and Javi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was a non-legitimate, legitimate game, and we filled up a lot of seats in an arena
Twice, by the
for
way.
like
Twice, yeah.
again a team that's not a team, and it's just I don't know that was boy oh boy, I just
And we won.
could not have loved that.
We passed around a Dub G cup to
Yeah.
get donations.
Yep.
It was like a tithing bowl at the church.
That's one of my favorite things ever back then. And
Oh,
it's a
for
sporting
sure.
event.
Oh yeah. Man, I didn't even think like that, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Colby, what's your-
I forgot about that.
That is-
Generational
that's
thinker.
real
Colby,
good.
what's your 4?
My number 4. This happened. I don't know the exact year, but I was probably. God, it must have been. It's got to be over 20 years ago now.
Okay.
I went up to Seattle.
Okay. Been there.
Well, it was Safeco at the time. Now it's T-Mobile, I think.
Sure.
I watched the Seattle Mariners play the Houston Astros. Obviously, Astros are my team.
Nice.
And I watched Roger Clemens pitch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hall of
and this
Famer.
is- yeah. Oh, for sure. And this is like tail end of Roger Clemens'
Sure.
career.
Yep.
But I went with my dad, my 2 brothers,
Nice.
and my grandpa was still
take a
alive at the
glove?
time. Huh?
You take a glove?
Oh, we all did. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
That's the Lavinka way, man.
Yeah, it
we
is.
take the gloves.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my grandpa was still alive, so like my dad's dad.
Yep. Nice.
So the 5.
Who drove?
Oh, dad drives for sure.
Yeah?
Kaylin drives.
TV turned off again, Fost. There we
Again.
go.
You got it. You're on the thing there. Yeah. So
Not
what
3
the?
hours, though. It's maybe an hour.
It seems longer than that. Hour and a half, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure. Anyway, so yeah, the 5 of us, me, my 2 brothers.
What are we driving here? An Explorer?
I think Dad was driving a Toyota Camry at the time.
Okay.
Maybe a Mazda
Okay.
626. I can't remember
Sure.
exactly, but yeah, the 5 of us went up there. I saw Clemens pitch.
Big time.
And I'm pretty sure Houston won. Like it was like 1-0. Like it was a super boring game, like pitcher's duel.
So you're Houston. What were your brothers growing up? What?
Braves.
Oh, Braves.
Cameron and Kyle are both Braves.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still to this day?
Yeah, they don't really follow it like
Yeah,
I do.
Kyle's
Houston,
too busy
so.
shuffling around
Just
chicken eggs.
Chickens, yeah, for sure.
Casually.
Yeah. They don't follow it quite like I do, but yeah, they're both Braves. I think, I don't know if Kyle picked that up from Cameron.
Sure, probably.
I think they both played for the Braves. And then Kyle and I played on the Marlins. And then, but prior to that, I was on the Astros.
Was Cam not on the Marlins?
No, he's on the Braves.
Oh, I could have sworn.
National League. We're all National League. We're all like odd birthdays.
Yeah. Fair.
Because you're odd birthday.
Well, yeah.
That's how they
I was
did
on
it.
the good team, though, on the National League.
Okay.
Foss, what's your 4?
I'm walking away because I actually have to pee and I'm walking away because I'm fucking pissed off.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
I'm sure you are.
Did you walk in front of the Oh, I guess you don't
Nope,
have to.
I don't have to.
Just do it. Who cares?
What do you
Go.
think for
Right up.
walk right in front
Give
of
him
it?
a close up. Give him a close up. Why not?
Show ass or no?
Show off the little haircut you got.
Show off them guns you
There
got
we
there.
go. Look at this guy.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
this guy.
All right.
I don't know who they are, but
We'll see.
So are you ready for
what's
this?
your 4?
This is gonna get you good.
Okay.
I may be the only person in the world that's going to have this on a top 5.
Oh boy.
This was a Volcanoes game. I'm dead fucking serious. This was a Volcanoes game.
No.
Okay, we've talked about
Sure.
we've talked about the Volcanoes
yeah.
on this podcast before.
Oh, yeah.
The Salem Kaiser Volcanoes were a single A affiliate team for the San Francisco Giants back in their heyday when they first started.
Sure, yep.
And it went downhill pretty steadily over the years, and now they're not part of the MLB anymore.
Yeah, they're.
So now they have just like an independent league, and they still play games, whatever. But in their heyday, that was the place to be. Like that was the place to be on Thursday, Friday.
It really was.
And so there was a night in like during the heyday when I went to a game. It was a Friday night. I was there with a couple of friends, and the game was actually a really good game the whole way through.
Yep.
And somewhere in like the later innings, the Volcanoes went down by 4. And so we get to the bottom of the ninth.
That's what they do.
We get to the bottom of the ninth, and like people are starting to get ready to like file out of the stadium. So they're like, all right, you're down by 4. Like, what are you going to do?
Yep.
And so, first guy gets a hit, next guy gets a hit. And then next guy, I think this guy gets hit by a pitch, I believe.
Okay.
So now the bases are loaded. And so people are kind of like, oh, all right, you got some people that are kind of starting to walk back in. Yep. And then the next guy gets a single and they get score a run. So people that are going out in the parking lot, now they're hearing a bunch of cheering. Like you got people that are trying to get back in, and like the people aren't really letting them in. And so you got a bunch of people that are kind of like standing around the fence, like trying to watch and look over. And the next guy comes up, and I think that he actually played in the majors for a little while, but I don't remember what his name was.
Freddie Garcia.
And
Everything's Freddie Garcia.
on the second pitch, this dude bombs a grand slam to win the game.
Nice.
And it was like that whole place just fucking melted. Like for that tiny ass little stadium, that place was just deafeningly loud.
Yeah.
They melted. That's where the Volcanoes name comes from.
They erupted.
Yeah, and all 7 echoes through the speakers.
Do you remember back in the day? Am I tripping, or did they have smoke come out of the
Maybe
scoreboard?
Yeah, they did.
Like a volcano.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an actual volcano.
Oh boy, they're not doing that now.
Oh,
No.
way. They barely keep the.
Well, this was back
There's
when
no
they
money.
still. Yeah, this was
Turn
back
the
when they
lights
still had
on.
funding.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
yeah,
that,
that's good.
It was so awesome, and like it was to left field, and it like landed on the little home run porch over there with like the grass.
Yeah.
And like somebody caught
Been there.
the ball, and they were like holding up the ball, and like, oh dude, it was so cool.
Nice.
That was one.
Yeah, man. No, when that opened, like we were pretty young, and
It was like what, middle school.
it really did feel like a
major league
We
team.
knew it wasn't a major league team, but it felt like it for a while.
I thought it was.
Well, and like the baseball was pretty good back then too,
for
because
sure.
all these guys ended up
competitive.
going to they ended up going up to the league, and so like that's when you got a good product.
Yep.
And just to be in the stands when something like that happened was it was really cool. It's one of the very few great memories I had at that stadium.
Back when there was a Crater Bowl available.
There was a Crater Bowl available.
There's talks of a Crater Bowl.
Boy, oh boy, remember they're bringing Izzy's to the Volcano Stadium next year.
Well, we'll be there.
I might drop $80 and get season tickets.
That might be the most money they
We're
make all
about to do
season.
a pod from Volcano Stadium, everybody.
I think we could throw a first pitch. I'm not kidding next year.
Oh, I believe it.
Easy.
I believe
throw 3 first pitches.
Pretty good with Scott now over there.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right,
that's
nice.
that's number 4. I will be the only person that will ever have said a Volcanoes game,
Yep.
probably.
On this planet.
I almost said it jokingly.
No, I said it serious.
No, that's a
Foss
good
is
back,
for
back
real.
then though. It's good. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. My number 4, I put this kind of like we just said, there's an unsaid thing of like try to have variety. And I also I really tried not to have stuff that maybe you guys would have.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we've been to a lot of Duck games. We've been to
That's
a lot
okay.
We've been to a lot of shit. But like it's just more fun to have fresh stuff. So my number 4, I started liking this team as a joke. I mean, the story is really. I'm not going to say the story. Never mind. But I started liking this team as a joke, and then one of our friends is a really big LA Kings fan, and I started liking the Canucks as a joke, just kind of like how I started liking the Cubs as a joke.
Yep.
And but by number 4, I'm going to say Elijah and I went to LA and we saw Canucks at Kings at Staples. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, man, that was my first NHL experience.
I hear it's awesome.
There's really nothing like it, man. It is bananas. First of all, you know, we're sitting there at Staples. I don't know, is it called mid ice? If you're sitting in the middle,
center ice.
Center ice.
Yep.
We're center ice. We're level 100, but we're like back maybe 30 rows. We're sitting there and we're like, man,
That's a hell of a seat.
it was
though.
good seats.
Oh,
and we're
man.
like, here we go, baby. Kings, Nucks. So we had like little side bets going, all that shit. Lights go down in Staples. And with ice, you can do anything with lights. Like everything will reflect off it.
Yeah.
This light show was like, it was unbelievable that what they did with the lights. And then so lights go down and we hear Paradise City come on.
Oh, but that was rocking.
Dude, that place, it was so wild, man. It was just unbelievable. So Kings won 3-2, so that sucked. I lost a bet. I had to buy Elijah hat in the shop there.
Yep.
But it's actually the only NHL game I've ever been to, and to have it at Staples, that's something in its own. You know, you walk in and you walk by Magic's trophy or statue, and you walk by, you know, there's just so much history there. To have it at Staples and to have it our two favorite teams and just the banter we had, because it was our teams. It was just, hockey games are just a different experience, man. So that's my 4. Canucks at Kings in 2000. I didn't write.
Yeah, my mom went to a Kraken game this year.
Oh yeah,
I think it was for her.
Kraken.
I think it was for her birthday, and she also said like there's something totally different about
bananas,
the way
man.
that
Yep.
hockey
People
games
are
are.
just off the rails. It's
There is
wild.
a great deal of pageantry in those.
You know what else I like about it too? It's nice and cool in the arena.
That is,
It really is.
that
Like when you walk in, it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
And then when people show up, it warms up
weather.
because of the
body heat
people.
and all that.
But it was, I'm gonna say high 50s, low 60s. In
Oh
there.
yeah.
You walk in with a hoodie,
Perfect,
you might be
man.
taking it off.
Baby.
Hey, at least you're not barreling sweating there.
It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. All right. What's your 3?
All right. Number 3, I have another Oregon football memory.
Okay.
Like my number 5.
We're not in this one.
No, you guys are not here with me on this one. I'm sorry. I put 2001 Oregon versus Oregon State Civil War.
Oh god.
Keenan Howry punt return touchdown. I was at that game.
right.
I can tell you where I was watching that game.
Me too.
I was at the game.
I was in Jake's living room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
we-
you guys then.
Yeah. So I'll make this like short and sweet, but my dad and my grandpa had season tickets for the Oregon Ducks for a very long time. And my brothers and I, when we go down there to visit on the weekends, like that's what we did. Every Saturday we went to a Duck game.
Yeah.
So like Fost and I were talking about earlier, he's like, I've probably been to a handful of games or
Yeah, probably
whatever.
12, 13.
Yeah, and I was like,
think.
dude, I've probably been to over 100, I would say.
Says the guy that wore a Laker jersey for the Ducks.
I know. Well,
I don't think I've been. I think I've been under 20. Probably.
Oh, dude, I've been to so
probably
many.
15, 20.
Dude, you asked my brothers, like, you could get a cheap seat. You could just be up in the
Oh,
like. This
Yeah,
is we were at Duck games before they were
yeah.
the Ducks.
You were $14 tickets up there
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
But anyway, this was the most electrifying game I've ever been to because
Yeah.
it was like the Fog Bowl.
Yeah. Oh,
Or no,
that's-
it wasn't. It was a little foggy, but it was really rainy. I remember sitting through the whole game.
And it was 3-0 until
And it was
pretty
two,
late in the game.
It was two really good teams at the time. Oregon was definitely the better team, but like Oregon State was really good. That was like the Ken Symington years, I think, like 01. But anyway, they were in Eugene, and like the game was so sluggish because of all the rain. I remember sitting there with my brothers and stuff, and I'm like, this fucking blows. Like we're just getting shit on right now. Just constant rain, and you're sitting through it. All the
Never rains
everything.
there, though.
No, never. It never has. But I've been there when it has.
Still
But
hasn't.
dude, the second that he returned that punt in like the fourth quarter,
Bananas.
it sealed the game. Like the whole like that's the loudest I've ever heard Autzen
Yeah. Yeah.
in my mind. Although we've been to like the Cal game and USC games and stuff
The
like
moment,
that.
though.
But like that
moment.
was huge. I think that was 0-1 too. So that definitely flipped like
Who was so
Oregon's good for this time right now,
Yeah.
but that solidified like Oregon is
0-1.
fucking
Who's quarterback? Oh,
01.
Joey.
Yeah, that was Joey.
still Joey at 01?
Yep. Yeah, that was Joey.
That's also a big part of it too, because Joey,
Keenan Howery,
Sammy Parker.
Sammy Parker. There we go. That's not
Yeah, I think Monte Morris might have been the running back.
big shoulder.
Oh, Maurice.
Maurice Morris.
Maurice Morris, sorry,
Big ass
yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah,
And it was Maurice Morris and oh God, who was the other one?
Ken Partial.
Yes.
yep, you nailed it.
With
You
both-
nailed it.
There's a name.
You fucking nailed it,
His
man.
weird eye.
Oh, was it Ontario Smith too? The Wizinator?
He might have been right after that,
close
but
right there.
Yeah. But
Right.
anyway, that was
Yeah.
And that one, like, if you look back at like, they don't call it Civil War anymore, but like when you look at back at the history of the rivalry,
Yeah.
which isn't that great of a rivalry because
Yeah. It's
Oregon
just a
dominates.
state rivalry.
Yeah, that's like the biggest one
sure.
with like most at stake.
Yep. I like it.
I think they played in did Oregon play in the national championship that year?
Nope. They should have.
Yes.
Oh, they beat the shit out of Colorado in the
Yep.
Fiesta Bowl,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, 'cause,
so that was the Joey year because he.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
had
was
that
when
play.
Miami played Nebraska and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, we should have played Miami. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Probably still would have lost that game, but it would have been it would have been a really good game.
Joey had that catch in the Anyway, all right, that was my 3.
Nice. I like it. That was a Duck game you went to without beer. Mm-hmm. Fost, what you saying?
Many moons ago.
What's your 3?
My number 3 was an event that all 3 of us were at.
Nice.
Wait,
Okay.
let's try to think. What do you think it is?
Well, I think
event
I helped him with it earlier.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's cheating. What
Just say
sport,
what it is.
please?
It's a baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball? Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. This. So
Is that on mine?
I don't know. So our friend Kurt got married
Should be.
way back east, and so
About as east as you can go. Yeah.
about as east as you can go. And so we went out to be at his wedding, and while we were there, we decided to stop by Fenway Park for a Red Sox game.
Yep.
Do you remember who they played? I have it in my
I
notes.
do.
They played the Angels, didn't they?
Nope.
You're
I remember
close.
exactly who they played.
Same division.
Yep.
Who did they play?
Wasn't my team.
Nope.
I actually have it in my
Who
notes.
would they play then?
Center fielder was there from ex-Mariner. Was on the team that they played.
Oh,
Who almost hit a game-winning home run.
yeah, he sure did. I do remember that.
Oh.
God, who was
Cameron.
it? Yeah,
Texas Rangers.
Oh, okay, Texas. That's right.
Mike
That's
Cameron.
Right. I was about to say that, but I
Mike,
didn't.
is it Mike Cameron?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it was Mike Cameron.
Mike Cameron. Remember, we were in right field and he almost hit it.
That's
It was
right.
like right to the yeah.
That's right. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was the
Baseball
Angels.
guy.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was definitely Texas.
Yep.
Yeah, and like it's that's a bucket list stadium to go to.
Absolutely.
And like it,
fucking
it
awesome.
was the game itself was just kind of a back and forth thing, but we were all there, so we were all just hanging out. And
When was his wedding? Was that like July or August?
August.
August, it
It
was
was
what
late.
20.
God, it was hot.
Was that what?
It was
two-
so hot there.
What year was that? Like 2009.
They've been married a long time.
They have been, yeah. You're about right.
Yeah,
about
it's- yeah, 'cause
2009.
right around
we,
there.
we lived in the Madrona house then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was
sounds
like
right.
2009.
Outside of being adopted, it's the first time I flew.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think you and I held hands flying
Dude,
out of
I was
Portland.
like, that whole time, I was
I was
this.
right next to you.
I was
You and I were like clinched.
So scary, dude.
Meanwhile, like Fost
Now,
is
who
good.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
Take a shit
I've-
on a
yeah,
plane and
I've-
Did we fly out with Jake too? Jake,
it was us three
Jake,
and Jake.
yeah,
That's it.
and then
Yep.
you guys made it. Anyway,
Okay,
we'll continue this.
So
on.
about Fenway, just a side note. Just generally to baseball fans, what is more sacred? Fenway or I guess Yankee Stadium maybe?
probably
oh, because
Fenway.
it's a newer one.
Like is Fenway the most sacred? Like is that the
yes,
you know what I'm saying? It's gotta
kinda-
be, right?
I would say it's kind of like Fenway and Wrigley, really.
Yeah.
Those are the two.
I think those are the two
Like
iconic
we
old
like
stadiums.
we like a vine on our fences. Huh?
It's awful.
Yeah, Wrigley, I guess, because it's just what like 100 and something years old.
yeah, it's
But
super old.
It
I
seems like Fenway is real up there though.
it is. Well,
has to
it's a unique stadium too. I mean,
Yeah.
you have the monster there.
Monster.
You've got like the really long center field porch out there. You have
And then
kind
a
of
really
the,
short porch.
yeah,
to
you
the
have
right.
the really short, like rounded right field one.
You guys remember before going to that game, we went and got lobster,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
With Doug.
None of us knew how to eat lobster that way. Like we'd done lobster tails and shit, and this lobster came out with its eyeballs and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the guy that was working there told us to dip the lobster in the green goo. Were you there for that? Maybe it was just our side of the table.
No, I was there for that. I didn't get lobster. I got like chicken strips. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you
I
totally.
did.
Yeah, you totally didn't do it.
damn
I
it.
was 1,000% looking at my bank account, and I'm like, at this
Sure.
point,
Yeah,
I can't
and-
afford lobster.
Oh, yeah, and I mean those lobsters.
this
were
is like one of our last
like an
days
$80
there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
It
was a lot,
expensive as shit, but it
Your
was
boy's
that's-
down to like $75
that's-
for the rest of the trip.
That's fair. Anyway, the guy told us to dip when you take them apart. There's like this green goo, and he's like, "Yeah, that's the like the flavor. Like dip it in there." And so we did that, and then he came back at the end. He's like, "Yeah, that's lobster shit." Oh, and we were like, "Dude,
Thanks a
God
lot.
damn it!"
So was it good?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not that big on lobster, man. I like crab more than lobster.
I'm definitely more of a crab guy too, but there
Anyway,
were parts
side
of it
notes.
where it was really good.
Yeah, Fenway, that's a good, and you know what? That's a great photo. We had a great group photo.
Yeah, we did.
We had a pretty big group there.
We sure did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That's a good one.
That was
and
a-
then
It
right.
sucks that Kurt couldn't actually be there though, because
Yeah.
it was after his
Well,
wedding.
we had
So he
actual
was
fun, so that was good.
okay.
Well, and then after that, we went out to that club.
Oh boy.
I couldn't get into.
Yeah, we went to a club and Colby got kicked out of it because he didn't
They
fit
didn't
the
even let
dress
him
code.
in.
Yeah, they didn't let him in.
I didn't have
Dude
sleeves.
wore a tank top.
It was
to
hot.
nightclub. It was hot.
It was very hot.
What do you want me to wear?
Yeah.
But we went into that club and we kind of shut that place down. though.
I will never forget. You and I were standing by the stage. I had Hypnotic in my hand.
boy.
That'll date us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And there was that
There was a
bachelorette party that was there too.
bachelorette party going on, and what? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. Is that what?
That's not
Whatever.
H-
Anyway, that song came on.
There was that. There was like
we went banana because that was like we were like big on the Black Album then,
Mm-hmm.
and we got up on the stage
we were on top of the speakers.
on the speakers going bananas.
Well, they played a whole bunch of shit too, and like we were getting free drinks funneled at us because we were like getting we were getting everybody into everything.
Yeah.
Man, that was fun. And then we ate pizza off the ground later.
About $160 worth of that is. I'm a pretty generous person, but if I back then when I was drinking. I bought $160 worth of pizza.
Yeah.
And just put it on the sidewalk for anyone who wanted pizza.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
Not even us, just like the bar.
Whoever wants it.
Remember that one guy that walked up to us that looked like DMX?
There's still a video on my channel of him.
It's a rap battle.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
yeah, it was
great
yeah,
one.
It was definitely that game, a legendary experience
Yeah.
at a field that I've always wanted
Love
to
it.
go to. And then obviously everything that happened after that kind of just gets lumped into it because it was also really good.
Yep. All right. My number 3. I haven't been to very many NFL games. Have you been to any? Seahawks or anything?
Actually, I don't think I've ever been to an
What about
NFL
you?
game.
I think I went to a Seahawks game when I was really little, so I don't remember it at all.
So
I want
I've
to.
been to. I think I've been to 2 Seahawks games in my life, and then my number 3. My number 3. This was technically before they were the team I rooted for. But my number 3 is 2016. I drove across the country with our old friend Stephanie.
I do remember that.
And
Oh,
we went
yeah.
to the Chiefs, Buccaneers at Chiefs at Arrowhead.
That's right.
And not only did we go to Arrowhead, which is like, I think kind of known as one of the louder stadiums in the
It is.
NFL.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
think they have the
It's-
I think they have the loudest recorded
It's-
sound in a
It's
in a
the
sports
only
stadium.
sporting event I've ever been to that I considered earplugs. It's like piercing loud.
I'm going to sound like an idiot.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs, is it in Kansas or in Missouri?
This is a great conversation. I would. Who was it?
It's Missouri, by
It
the
is
way.
Missouri.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
Kansas City, Missouri.
But there's also Kansas City, Kansas.
There
And
is,
And
yeah.
by the way, they're next to each other.
Yes.
So
Okay.
It's very confusing.
Very. Yeah.
So anyway, so I drove across the country with our friend Stephanie. She was moving, and I was like, she was like, "Do you want to go with?" I was like, "Okay." So drove from Missouri back to Oregon, and I got back on Thanksgiving. That's all I remember. Anyway, so not only did we go to this game at Arrowhead, which is like a bucket list, like really cool stadium. This was Jameis Winston on the Bucks, quarterback.
Good old crab legs.
Chiefs won by like 21 or something like that. But we walk into the stadium. It's huge, first of all. You walk in, and Stephanie goes, we're meeting up with my boss, because she lived in Missouri for a while. And I go, okay, here we go. We meet up with this dude. This little Asian dude. He's probably like 4'9", 4'8". And I remember he just had a beanie on. That's all I remember. Anyway, we walk up and we go, what's up, man? Good to meet you. I'm Matty, blah, blah. And he goes, okay, here. And he hands us lanyards. And I go, what is this? And he goes, follow me. And he walks us up to a suite in Arrowhead. And we walk in. I walk through the door. His wife was there. I walk in and she hands me a bottle of champagne that's already open. And she goes, "This is yours." And I was like,
Thank you.
Oh shit!
You're like, we're doing it all the way.
And I looked
today.
up the bottle. It was like $190 bottle. You know, like it was like nice. And I walk in, and when you go into these suites, there's normally like a little sitting area, and then the middle of it is all food. It's all catered, like as much food as you can think of. And then it's 2 rows of chairs, and then you go through a glass door. And then it's like the patio with the other people.
I watch QBs with Mahomes. Yeah.
So I had no idea we had this VIP suite. So it was just unbelievable. And then
Got the full VIP treatment.
Yeah, I ate a lot of prime rib, man.
That's your 3?
A lot of prime rib. Yeah. But it was just an unbelievable experience to be in that suite. And then also just like, dude, yeah, Arrowhead is like, it's like it like hurt when plays happen. Like it like physically hurt. It was so loud. And you know, we've been to Autzen when it's one of the loudest.
That's probably
Arrowhead is
about 100,000 people
it's
though.
about 40,000 more people.
Yeah. So
yeah. And also Arrowhead's kind of like, it's really wide. It's not very tall. And so the sound
like shape it.
Yeah. It's pretty bananas, man. And then this isn't part of my top 5, but yeah, that's. Oh no, it is. Never mind. I'm gonna take that last part back.
Okay,
but number 3, Bucks at Chiefs at Arrowhead. Really cool.
I just had a thought, like top 5 sporting events you wish you were at.
Sure.
yeah. Oh, I can make a list out of. I can make a list out of those.
Someone write that down. Not in the next few weeks, but later. That's a good one.
Yep, I'll write it down.
Dude, Altuve walking off on the Yankees. Anyway,
This is still gonna be ceiling bones.
You wish you were there.
I wasn't there. I was not high.
my number 2 hat. Oh my God.
All right. What's
Are you ready for me yet?
your turn? Yeah.
I hate you sometimes. Just so you're
My number 2 is Texas Rangers, Boston Red Sox, Fenway Park. Oh, it's already been brought up, and for obvious reasons.
that was a really fun game. Man.
You were in
a black,
purple. No, black. You were in a purple.
I was in the purple famous shirt.
Yep.
Why didn't they let me into the bar? Come on, it's hot.
It wasn't a bar. It was a club.
Oh, okay.
Clubs have dress
that makes
codes.
sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, if that's a dive bar, you're good to go.
That was good times, man.
We had fun.
Hell yeah.
Doug's rental car got
broken into.
Didn't get rentals insurance.
No.
We left that hotel room
with about $200 of Chinese food that was all over the fucking
that
room.
was bad.
Somehow I still think about this trip like at least once a week somehow.
Good one. We went to Mohegan Sun.
Oh yeah, we did.
That was the gateway for Colby gambling.
Was.
And Jake and I did not make it back the same day. You
sure
guys
didn't.
did.
Yep.
That dude was in the bath. That dude was in the stalls just yakking the whole entire morning.
Maddie and I had a top 3 laugh once you guys got off the plane.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude.
Particularly because
we laughed until Chicago.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Like for the reasons why you didn't come back on the plane, but we also just started saying just random shit, and then we came up with.
And we played games on my iPod.
Yeah, we played we played a lot of solitaire.
Yeah,
and
we took a lot of Adderall, drank a lot.
Wild times.
Yeah,
I didn't take any other kind of drugs. I felt like I got drugged at a club at one point, though.
Well, yeah, I did it.
Oh my, okay. Thanks for
that's
fessing up.
The top 3 top maybe 2 the most I've ever drank in a couple days span.
Well,
That was
Cody would come in at like 5 a.m. with a gallon of Stoli
Grey
and
Goose.
and
And
Grey Goose. Yeah, and he's
Not
like,
to
hey,
mention Scott was right behind too.
he's like,
Scott was there.
And by the way, we had a smoking room.
Yes, we did.
So
Yeah.
that room, when whoever cleaned that room,
I'm
feel bad for
sorry.
because I'll tell you this much, we definitely spilled sweet and sour all over white sheets.
Yep.
And also, our garbage can was full when we left, so I just dumped all the Chinese food behind the bed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that. But I didn't want to have it out front. And I don't know if I've ever said that publicly.
Well, it's good to know.
I didn't want it to be like obvious, like right when they walk in the room. So there's like 4 boxes of rice and a bunch of other shit I dumped behind the headboard.
Oh my God.
Oh my god!
Knock my phone over with your slap.
Oh my god! That's so funny.
All right, nice. Good one. Voss, what's your 2? I think you're on 2,
It's
right?
2. It's 2. Yeah, it is.
Okay, let me just make sure I have the right thing remembered here, because I'm a little bit delirious right now from that.
Yep.
Okay. So it has been mentioned.
Okay.
My number 2 was 07 Cal, the 07
Okay.
Oregon Cal game, for all the reasons that we said already. Like that was the stakes for that game were so high, and that was like I think that was the second time that game day had been at Oregon.
Yep.
Which was the first time that had ever happened, by the way.
Yep. Young Herb Street. Young Herb
Yep.
Street.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and Corso put the duck head on again. And like the whole game, you could just feel like the electricity of just how important that game was, just the whole fucking time.
There's no way that game day is not at Ohio State, Oregon this year, right?
Oh no, they will be.
There's no way.
It has to be.
Especially
Arguably the biggest game of the year.
especially if we don't lose to Boise,
Yeah.
which we shouldn't. So
We
it's
just got to take our helmets off and punch people, you know?
wouldn't be the first time.
That's
so
my number
yeah.
1. That's my number 1.
Yeah, just for the sole purpose of like how awesome that game was the whole way through. Even though they lost the game, was still one of my favorite sports experiences.
We love a blowout, of course, but we've been to games that were close, and genuinely,
that's one of them.
the close games are more fun.
Oh
yeah, I've only been to 2 games that they lost. Ironically enough, I was with Colby for both of them.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, well,
My bad.
that's what you get.
Well, the Cal game was like I don't think we sat down at all.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even during
Literally,
halftime.
like we are in that Oregon book for that reason.
I literally screamed so much during that game that I didn't go to work for
Yeah, our
like
voices
3
were
days
gone.
after that because I made myself sick.
Pretty sure my face is on the spine of that book.
It is.
It is.
It's like right in the middle.
Split.
Yeah, and I'm like
course.
just barely inside the crease.
Yeah.
Racist ass book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Racist.
My number 2 hasn't been said yet, but I kind of just alluded to it a little bit. You'll get it. You'll connect.
Okay.
Fost, you were at this game with me.
I know what this is.
Okay.
My number 2 is the 2009 Civil War that you and I were at.
Okay.
I actually think you and your parents took me for my birthday because I wore a birthday shirt. Remember that?
It was your.
Well,
it
the
was
Civil
your
War
birthday.
is usually around.
Yeah, I
in
think
December.
it was on my birthday.
Yep,
I'm
it
pretty
was.
sure.
It was on your birthday. Spencer was supposed to go, but
There you go,
he was
that's right.
sick, and so we took Sam with us.
That's right. So 2009 Civil War, wild game. This is, as a reminder, this is Boise State LeGarrette year, and then he was suspended all year, and then he came back
In the third
that
quarter.
Civil War when we were down, and then we ended up winning because of LeGarrette, and also it
Okay.
was that game that Masoli lowered his shoulder on that 4th down.
Didn't you guys get on camera too at the end on the field?
on TV. We were on the field.
That's
yeah.
right.
That was, look, the Civil War, it's more just history. And again, it's not really a rivalry. It's just a state rivalry. But that was a really big game because we had to win.
Both teams had to win.
Both teams had to win. And so it was a really big game. I remember there being like, it was the last Civil War that I've been to. I've been to a few that was like
It were
intense.
Well,
like,
and where it meant
stakes.
it
and
meant
there's
something.
stakes. There's
Yeah.
stakes,
Yeah.
But just LeGarrette coming back, and I think on the second play he scored. It was like a 10-yard touchdown to the left.
He dove over the line.
Yeah. So that was really cool because we were all big LeGarrette fans. So that was cool that happened. But then that Masoli play is like
that won the game.
It's got to be his most important play.
Because that was on a 4th down.
Yeah, it was huge.
Just trucked the guy.
But yeah, it just reminds me of like, the Civil War for quite a while is just like, we're winning by 40 and it's not really that big of a rivalry. But that game was really important. Stakes were high. Pretty bananas, man. Yeah.
30 was it 37-33?
Yeah,
I think was the final score of that game.
Yep, barely. Yep. So yeah, that's mine. 2009 Oregon versus Oregon State Civil War.
It was really cold that night too.
Freezing.
It was 27 degrees for that
freezing.
game. And as soon as Oregon won the game, we stormed the field.
Yep.
We ran down and got down on the field. And while we were down there, we got on 3 different news outlets all at the same time.
Yep.
I remember seeing you guys because I was watching it at home, and I was getting texts like, "I just saw Matty and Fost."
I remember
from all my family members.
You know what shirt I was wearing? I was wearing the old Oregon shirt that had the 2 hands.
Yeah.
Remember that shirt?
I do remember that one.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. 2009 Civil War.
Love it.
Good
Love
times. Colby, what's your one?
Do you think you can guess my number one? There's no way in hell you can.
Give me a sport. Would that give it away?
It's basketball.
What?
It's basketball. You're not going to be able to guess it. I can't even pull the year that this happened.
I have no idea.
Okay, so my number one. So my grandparents used to, they're snowbirds.
Yep.
Or used to be. So they would travel out of our state into Arizona, and they would stay right outside of Phoenix.
Yep.
So many, many moons ago, we went to Phoenix for a basketball game. Mm-hmm. This was when Kobe was playing. Mm-hmm. I watched a Phoenix Suns Los Angeles Lakers game, and I saw.
Oh, I thought he didn't show up.
My guy. I mean, he was in the arena.
Oh, yeah,
he was.
That's what it was. He didn't play.
He didn't play, but he was there.
Hey,
this is like the.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the same. I've only seen LeBron play once, and he didn't play.
yeah.
So yeah,
I was in the same arena as Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Who was my all-time favorite player of any sport ever.
That's why you're wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that, but
Is that just happenstance?
Because it's the elite.
kind of, sort of, but yeah. No, I saw, but I did see Shaq play.
Nice. Yeah.
Kobe was there.
Big Diesel.
And it was like,
Who else was on that team? Right? Rick Fox, Derek Fisher.
Yeah, but it was still a great game. Like
big shot.
those were like the great Laker teams.
Was Vlade on that team?
I think this is probably a little bit after that.
Yeah, but like Kid was on the Suns.
Yep.
Like they had a pretty decent squad, but it was pretty much like Kobe's in the same arena as me right now.
Of course, yeah, big time.
I'm pissed that he's not playing because of this or that.
Yeah,
but I still got to see Shaq. I got to see Shaq play and fucking dominate. By the way, because that's what he did.
That's what he did.
That's all.
Yeah,
he
that's the same. We were 10 rows back from the Lakers bench at Moda a few years ago, and Braun sat out.
Yeah,
which is fine. It's still like holy fuck. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's wild. Nice.
It's crazy. They don't even have to play.
Yeah.
If they're just in the same vicinity as you, like it's.
Mm-hmm. He just sat there at a beanie.
Yep.
Okay, I like it. Fost, what is your uno?
Well, my number one has been said.
Oh.
Wait. It was actually just mentioned just a couple minutes
ago. You were in
Arizona? No. Nope. It was 09 Civil War. Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
That's definitely the most fun game I've ever been to. It was pretty close trying to decipher between that and 07 Cal because both of those games had kind of the same feel to me.
For sure. A lot of stakes.
But also the fact that they won the game. It was came down to one of the last plays of the game, and then after that storming the field and getting on TV was really cool. And just it was a lot of fun. It was just the whole time we were up in the stands, we were just having a really good time with it.
Yep.
There was a lady that was in the row that we were in that was super cracked out of her mind that kept trying to steal my mom's jewelry. It was interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was me.
She did kind of look like you. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was just of all that was like the perfect embodiment of like a collegiate atmosphere.
Yep.
And it was a night game too, which I think made it a lot more fun. It was like a 7:30 game, and it was just freezing cold.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong. I have the wrong year written down here.
I definitely, as like a honorable mention, I remember the game that you and I went to when remember when LeGarrette had to leave the field and go back to his apartment, like he wasn't allowed to be there. It was when the suspension was.
We
going
went to
on.
the game right after he punched the guy at Boise State.
Yeah, and like he was.
We were walking into the stadium and he stopped and.
Yeah, he was at the field, and you had a LeGarrette shirt on.
Yep. Of course.
And we were walking to the field, and he was driving by, and he stopped his car in the middle of the road.
He literally stopped,
and he got out of his car, was like, "Thanks for supporting me, man." And you're just like, "Yeah." And he got back to his car and just like tore down the street, and went flying around.
Went to like towards Ducks Village. Yeah, and we're like, "Is that?" I'm pretty sure that was him.
I'm pretty sure that was LeGarrette.
Yeah,
and that was also LaMichael's first game.
That's right,
against Purdue.
Yeah.
You know, for as much as like the shit that he got for that Boise, and that was wrong of him to do. Pretty great career in football.
Yeah.
What, two-time Super Bowl champion, maybe?
Yeah. And I think he made the Pro Bowl a couple years
didn't he like damn near lead, if not lead the NFL in rushing one year?
I think he led the league in touchdowns one year.
Like
it was touchdowns, not like yards. Yeah.
Pretty great career. Yeah, that's right. Because he was getting all the like 3 yard
goal line. Yeah.
Well, I think like one of those playoff games with New England, he had like 150 yards and like 2 touchdowns or something like that. He went nuts.
All right, here we go. My number one, I had the wrong date, so I just had to look it up. My number one, I'm put here because it's one of the only games, if not the only game, that is literal history that I saw, like actual record book history.
Okay,
this is 2021.
Oh,
this game, 2021. This is Golden State at the Knicks. I was at Madison Square Garden in New York for the game that Steph hit the 3 to break Reggie Miller's record.
Yep.
And look,
That's
man,
right, you were there.
What were you doing in New York? Did you play in that? You were just there.
We planned. It just happenstance. Like we were going to New York. We were looking at what's going on, and we're like, "Oh, Golden State's in town. Let's go to that."
Was it you and Huss?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're in New York. By the way, Madison Square Garden is just like it's the same as Staples. Like you walk in, you're like, "Holy fuck!" There's like there's a vibe here. It's crazy.
Isn't like the whole thing like upstairs?
Yeah. So
like it's weird.
So you walk into Madison Square Garden street level, and then there's just escalators everywhere to go up, and you're like, "Okay, this is kind of weird." You literally go up
forever
25 stories, and then you get to the court.
Ground level.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But yeah, look, I just experiencing MSG first of all, like that's different. Then to see Golden State, like prime Steph, that was awesome. And then to see, like, I've never been to a game. Literally, this is Knicks now. This is like loyal fan base. Fuck everybody else, Knicks.
Yep.
The whole stadium, every time Steph got the ball, everyone was like, "Oh my god, here we go!" Because he was only one away.
Yeah, I think
they want to see history.
I think when you have a moment like that, like it kind of transcends your own team.
Like everyone stood up till what? I think it was early in the second quarter, the whole time because Steph got the ball a lot. Every time he got it, we were like, "Oh my god, here we go!" And he missed a few to start, and we're like, "Oh my god, if this doesn't happen today, he's one away." And then they set a down pick for him. He pops up on the top right, gets it to him. He's like 6 feet behind the 3-point line. Makes it. Crowd goes fucking bananas. And then they stop the game for, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Reggie Miller came out, hugged him. Ray Allen came out, hugged him. Like they did a little tribute on the thing. It was seeing that anywhere, seeing history like that anywhere would have been amazing. But the fact that it was an MSG,
pretty
just
sick.
Like dude,
at the Mecca.
Yeah, it was fucking incredible. And then we went and got really good Chinese at this place. It was
That's
called,
the most important part.
Walk 55 on 55th Street. It was baby.
Shout out.
And you know what? You know what happened at that Walk 55? Tuss and I are sitting there having Chinese pretty late at night, 55th Street. We get notifications on our phone. We go, this can't be right? And we look at each other and we go, does this say that Bo Nix is transferring to Oregon?
Oh, that was the same day, huh?
Yeah, when we were at that Chinese place, we were like, "There's no fucking way, that Bo Nix is transferring to Oregon."
I remember how lukewarm I was on that.
Yeah,
I was like, Bo
a lot
Nix
of
is going to
people were.
Oregon, man. That's weird.
He played way better at Oregon.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Anyway, yeah, my number one, Golden State at the Knicks, 2021.
That's good.
Steph
That's
breaking,
good.
Steph breaking Reggie's record. All right, is it sleeper time?
Sleeper
It is.
time.
Sleepers.
Oh boy.
So
You want to know what I don't have as a sleeper, right?
I'm looking for one right now. So with this is a segment that we're probably not going to be able to put on YouTube.
Yep. 2,
So-
3, 24.
So for those of you that are here watching the video, we encourage you to go pop over to Spotify and you can listen to this exclusive audio segment there.
Yeah, and obviously the reason that we can't put this on YouTube is it'll get copyright striked.
If it doesn't get that for the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music
I
already,
think we'll be fine with that. But
should be okay.
yeah, so this segment is we each pick a song as a sleeper to play, and we just play about a minute and a half of it, and that's it. But yeah, we can't play music on YouTube, so.
We also have a playlist on Spotify that has all of our selections over the last 70 episodes for it.
Yep.
So you can find it there as well.
So until next time, YouTube people. No.
Okay. I heard something.
YouTube people, we will see you in a minute. So to me, that was Colton Ryan.
Yeah.
A little closer.
For sure.
To you.
But I've never heard that.
Sure.
So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what to expect.
well, I hadn't heard it either, but as soon as I heard it, I knew it. So
You knew in your world that it was something different?
I have a special ability.
Which is what?
I can hear a song and then I immediately know who it is, even if I've never heard it before.
Okay.
It's a curse sometimes.
Which was your song?
It was, yeah, ironically enough, it was foreshadowing. That's all it was. Well, so here it is.
Okay. Give it to me, baby.
This was the Casper Slide by Stephen Hawking.
Oh God.
Can't do that.
Of course he can. Just get it down
He
the
can
floor.
do it
and
with his brain.
Oh, no.
We lost the old Hawking, right? I'm pretty sure he passed.
Continue the line.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
passed.
yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Take it back
Okay.
now, y'all.
By the way, this is kind of related, but have you guys seen the preview, the trailer for the Christopher Reeves documentary coming out?
No.
Dude,
I really want to see it.
fucking like, it looks amazing, but it looks real sad. There's actual footage of his accident in it, which no one's seen.
Really?
Well, but
It's-
I'll bet that's just
It
awful
looks
to look
it's
at, though.
pretty. It looks really intense, man. Because it's the whole like this is literal Superman,
Yeah.
and he can't. You know what I mean? Like
You can't
it's-
even move. Yeah.
It looks pretty intense. It looks really good though.
The irony in that is sickening, by the
saying.
way.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, yeah.
That's why Eminem makes fun of it. All the
He
time.
makes fun
Constantly.
of them a lot.
Way too much, probably.
He by far makes fun of Christopher Reeves more than anyone now.
Oh, by
especially after that last album.
Oh, yeah.
All right, look, guys. Here's the good news: the camera didn't overheat,
That's good.
and we've recorded over there for 3 hours and 40 minutes, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Sony A7S III. It better. I mean, it's about the top of the line. So, shout out to the Sony S. So hopefully this looks good. How are you guys feeling about our first video pod? Thoughts?
You know what? It went pretty well. I think the one thing that we'll have to look at is like, how good does it look when, like, for times where we're not like making eye contact with the camera and like we're looking.
I've barely looked at the camera at all.
I keep looking at you guys all the time.
Yeah,
Like we would do usually.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
see.
like when we first started, I was like trying to keep contact with it. Probably.
All right, everyone, right now, look at the lens. Just stare at it. All right.
Yeah, why were you eye fucking it the whole time? Just
When it first started, like I was like, do I need to make eye contact with it? Do I not need to? And then like I think once I started relaxing into it a little bit, I started kind of engaging a little bit more. Yeah. And so hopefully it looks really good that way.
It's fine.
yeah.
Look, this is our first podcast that we're doing full video, and I know that's been something that a lot of people have been asking for, and I hope that you do go check this out. If you're listening to this and you made it this far on other DSPs and you want to see us, I personally love watching podcasts when there's video. Just adds to it. You get to see the vibe, you get to see the fun, and so I hope you guys do check it out. If you do check it out, please hit that subscribe button. It's literally free and it helps us out a lot. So please subscribe to the podcast.
Don't be afraid to leave feedback.
I think this worked pretty well, so hopefully we'll be doing this moving forward. There's some little things we'll tweak, but we appreciate you listening and really appreciate if you're watching the video of it, because this is a big move for us and it's not easy, and we've had to put a lot of stuff into it, but I do think this is going to take us forward. And so that's why we're doing this. So hopefully you enjoy it. And if this gets 4 views, guess who's not doing video next week?
Us.
No. That's it, guys. Episode 70. All the good names were gone. The podcast. I have been your golfing host, Matty.
I have been your severely poor co-host, Fost.
And I am the drunkard. Drunkard? Is that a word?
That sure is.
Yes, it lines up for what you're saying.
I'm the drunkard Colby.
Yeah.
Uncle Colby.
Yeah. How's your moon tuck fuck sticks or whatever?
It's been fine.
What did I call it earlier?
You definitely call it the Montucky mudfucker.
Yeah.
Super.
Are they good though? Can I see? Is there any in
nice. There? Yeah, there's some.
I'm not going to
left.
drink on camera. I would
smell.
never drink, but
Gotta keep that temple clean, he says.
for sure.
Yep.
It's just,
Turns out it smells like beer.
yeah, it does.
No, you're in luck. That's exactly what it is.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's going to do it. Episode 70. Again, please go follow everywhere. We're moving here. Everything is continuing to grow, and that is a good sign. And so get in here on the with us and join the team. Join the clan, join the whatever. Don't join the clan. I shouldn't. That's, you know what I mean. Join our clan, join our team, join our whatever we're doing
family,
here,
if you will.
And let's do this thing. So I will see you guys next time. I have been your host, Matty.
Co-host Fost.
And I'm Colby.
We will see you
next time.
Sorry about the pee breaks.